That's probably it's not connected. Can you hear now?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Still no?
See, I got the live stream pulled up right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna exit.
Yeah, no audio's coming through the live stream either.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Can people hear us?
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I just can't do that.
It's just the headphones?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Oh, it's probably because it's turned down. You still can't hear it?
It's plugged in, right?
Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if it doesn't matter,
you don't even need that. Hey, if we could hear it,
yeah.
comment on the. There's 0 people watching this right now.
Yeah, I'm the only one watching.
Give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm not logged in. I can't even.
You can't log.
I guess it let me though. I don't know.
Oh, you're through. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we're the only ones watching this shit.
You know,
this was really just to figure out if we could do it.
It seems to be working.
It seems to be working.
We got the brightness in check.
Yeah, you can kind of see us. We're in my new backyard right now.
Yes, sir.
That's the only problem with these is I liked the roads because I could hit a bong
while you're doing it. You, like,
but
you know what I mean?
Bro, there's always more shit you got.
Yeah. Next time I'll have to bring some fucking mic
bring
stands.
a friend to hold.
Yeah. We'll have our own boom guy. Fuck yeah. That's when you made it.
I don't even want a boom guy. I just want a guy to sit off screen and hold the microphone.
Up to you. Fuck
and
yeah.
only while I'm smoking. Yeah, I actually like holding the microphone.
Or have somebody hold your bong for you while you hold the microphone. That's kind of baller too, though. You know? I
don't know.
You don't want that.
I feel like smoking, it's like
you gotta hold
the
it.
Systematic. You have to do it yourself.
Very ritualistic.
Super ritualistic.
That makes sense.
Did I even hit record? I don't even know if this is recording.
It's at least live streaming.
It's not recording. I'm gonna hit record.
Oh, okay. Oh, to your computer. Yeah, that's a good point.
Start record. Oh wait, someone's here. Someone says they're here. Del K.
Here. All right.
Shout out Del K.
We're not alone.
Yeah, we're not alone. I think a bear might come out and maul us from the back, though.
Someone make a clip out of it if we both die, though.
Bro, I always think about that. Like, if I got... There was a rumor going around the comedy scene in Boston that I got jumped. I got, robbed on a podcast. And I was like... If I got robbed on a podcast, you know how famous I'd be?
You would know it because you would be the first one putting it up.
I'd be going viral on the ground.
Just screaming grind face as you're getting the shit kicked out of you. Yeah, I think about that a lot too.
I'd be like, yo, you can rob me, but can I go live on
anybody
Instagram?
Recording this?
Can I go
At
live?
least
I need the
shame
views.
me. Just shame me a little bit, you know?
I think about shit I would do. And I feel like I'm a pretty good person morally.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, I could get views if I did this. And then there are people who just will do shit.
It's a certain type of person. It's, the original version of that was like Jackass. Like when the people on Jackass were like, I will literally get myself fucked up for this clip. And that was like mind blowing at the time. Cause that's like, you're going to literally hurt yourself on camera. Like that's crazy. It's a certain kind of person to commit to that level of like this is gonna harm me.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like
they staple their balls, bro.
There's a respect there. Like, yeah, I talk about that with some people. Like, nah, fuck that. That's dumb. I'm like, no, that's like a level of commitment that, like, man, that's crazy.
I think it's dumb.
It is, but it's like all right.
People on live, do you think it's dumb to staple your balls to your leg?
Listen, it's only dumb if you didn't mentally sign up for it. If you were like, oh fuck, that fucked me up, it's like obviously it was going to. But if you're like, nah, I gotta do this. This is who I am. Like, I gotta respect it. I don't know,
dude, there's a fine line between Saw and a Jackass. And it's consent. There's a thin line.
And style. You gotta at least kind of embrace the fact that you're kind of going crazy, because if you do it calm enough, it's a little disturbing.
Yeah, like Saw's always in like.
I'm gonna staple my ball sack right now. Staples it, like you can't be doing that.
I wouldn't do that for views.
Nah.
Views aren't worth it anymore.
No, I think there's a level of everybody can respect and honor someone who draws a line and decides to bitch out even though they would get views. It's like, no. Like, I'm still a fucking regular person. I cannot be fucking myself up for views. That's crazy.
It's like, you know, like the friend when you would play the like how much money would you suck a dick for game?
Yeah.
And then there was always that one friend who would be like, there's no amount of money. And he's like, damn, he's real. He's real. So you can, even for the bit.
You could take that money and you could use it for a long time to forget that you did that. You know what I mean? Like,
do you know how many drugs you could buy?
You could do a lot. You could do a lot. I mean, as a vegan, there's like a vegan version of that because I'm vegan. So it's like it sounds really dumb, probably as a non-vegan to hear that, but it's like, how much money would you get paid to eat a cheeseburger? And it's like, there are people that pay money to eat cheeseburgers. Vegans have to say, how much money would I need to take to do it? Like, you know what I mean?
Would you rather suck a dick or eat a cheeseburger?
Fuck! Nah, it has to be the cheeseburger, but like, see, that's the difference between plant-based and vegan. Plant-based people have no qualms with eating a cheeseburger and then just going right back to not. Vegan people, it's like a moral issue. It's like, oh no, like I participated. Like, even if I buy, like, because sometimes I'll buy shit and then later on take it home and then look at it and be like, oh, that's milk in it. And then I'm like, oh no, I voted for this product to be created. I now need to return it or else it's a moral quandary. It's not even eating it. It's like, now we're getting into like the fucking subtlety of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's different.
Do you feel that same way about
sucking
like
dick? It's a moral quandary.
It's a moral quandary. No, about like iPhones and shit.
Oh yeah, I get that question a lot about like the because it'll be like cruelty free, and it's like, oh yeah, but you know what happens in the other countries, blah 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 blah, and like honestly, it gets a little arbitrary. And if
I'm pro cruelty. Humans, animals, be cruel.
You're not cruelty free. You're free cruelty. Yeah, like I want cruelty to be added into the product, so that way.
Yeah, call me a bitch while I buy something.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know. It's about necessity. You know, did this need cruelty to be involved? You know what I mean? Like, you don't need cruelty to make an apple, but if you buy an apple from the grocery store, you could pretty much assume that there was cruelty involved.
I think that's funny with comedy shows. People will come to comedy shows and like, I guess it's tough though, because comedy doesn't have genres. Because you could like comedy, but you don't like mean comedy, but you're going to a comedy show.
Yeah, that's
like
a problem.
It's like if you went to a music show,
and
you don't know what type of music you're gonna.
Yeah, you're like, oh, why the fuck is this country? I don't like this.
Or you're like, you only like classical and jazz, and then you're like, I want to go to a music concert, and it's fucking, you know, like
you're not having fun.
Shit.
That's actually a good point. You think in the future there'll be like genres of comedy festival, like PC comedy, like hateful comedy, like.
I just did a show last night called Filthy Comedy. Shout out if you're in Connecticut or around Connecticut areas, go to a Filthy Comedy show at Filthy Comedy on Instagram, Ayesha May. But like her shit is like, she likes dirty comedy. Like the topics we're talking about are dirty. Right. But then we got booked at this place, or she had a show at this place last night that had a Confederate flag up. Shout out Cadillac Ranch in Connecticut if you're into that type of thing.
If you're into that.
If you're into
I don't think you should be into that.
If you're into the Confederacy. If you grew up watching Dukes of Hazzard.
If you're into the Confederacy, I got a place for you.
Yeah, go to the fucking And I think they thought filthy comedy would be like white people saying the N-word. Like,
right.
Not like
we need to draw some.
I was getting my dicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we gotta define some terms here.
Yeah, what is filthy comedy?
It's kind of funny, actually. I never really thought about that stuff not getting ironed out before the booking and before all the comedians get there, because like even at the show I went with you, like I feel like I could see the guy who like worked at the place or was hosting it in the back, like with his name tag on, just kind of like watching the shit.
Oh, the dude that I was saying I sucked his dick for the show.
Yeah, and I'm like, I wonder if in his head he's like, oh dear, oh no, I didn't think it was gonna be like this.
That's why you gotta find, like, a big thing in comedy is like, I want to find my own audience.
Yeah.
I want people to come to see me, so I don't have have to tell jokes that appease everybody.
Right.
It's like, you know the shit I'm going to be talking about, so you came to see me talk about that shit. Not like, here's a couple, one's a dentist and the other one's a teacher, and their parents of 3 and they just wanted to have a good night.
Yeah.
And I'm up there talking about fucking strip clubs and the Holocaust. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like, that's such a thing in comedy.
Well, I feel like the opposite's happening now too, where, and I hear this, I feel like a lot of interviews with like people like comedians and shit, but there's like a lot of these new media people, like influencers that are like stepping into live performances, and they're like, oh, they're not even writing anything. They're just going up there and just talking, and they're calling it a show. And it's like, but if that's what 50 to 100 people signed up and paid for to go see, then that's part of it, I guess, now. Like, you know what I mean? Like
100%.
So the niche thing is crazy. Like, I mean, it's really good if you think about it, because, like, I feel like back in the fucking early 2000s, it was just, like, whatever was out there is what you got, and if you didn't even know you had a niche because you just had to pick from whatever the fuck was out there.
People didn't even have, like, taste. It was like they just liked this thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they liked this specific.
Yeah.
It was like, did you ever watch any of the old Blue Collar, the, like, Jeff Foxworthy... Larry the Cable Guy.
No.
All that type of comedy.
I'm like, I miss a lot of classic shit, just a lot of classic media. I'm ignorant to.
You
I gotta
should
go
give
back.
an introduction to the one person on live. If you're on live and you have questions, ask us questions. If you have shit we want to check out, post song titles. This is bucking around. This isn't a bucked up podcast.
You get to actually interact with it.
Yeah, we're literally live right now.
This is live, yeah.
We had nothing to do today, so we're like, let's go live. And
Sam Buck needs more live interactive.
Yeah, this is all your fault. If you don't like this, blame Brandon.
Blame me. Yeah.
Do you want to give an introduction?
You mean to me or just yes.
Let people. If you're on this page, you probably know who I am.
Hopefully you know who he is. You probably don't know who I am, but I'm the fucking random dude who's...
You're the newest member to the Bucked Up team.
Newest member to the Bucked Up team. This is my brainchild. This
shout out NFO Films.
Hey.
He doesn't believe. I didn't think he believed we were live right now. But
yeah. We will be. This is a feedback loop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sorry, I interrupted you.
That's the nature of this. That's the beauty of this. Yeah. So I'm trying to push him to do more interactive shit. He's got a whole fucking viewer base of you guys watching shit that's probably like wanting to have the sit down and fucking, acknowledge it. And he's always driving around fucking boom, 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 interview. It's like, holy shit, So like at least this way we could kind of like regroup and shit.
NFO Film said, check out our ciphers in Chicago. I actually am trying to come to Chicago first week of May. I'm going to be driving out to L.A.
That's crazy.
Yeah, driving out to L.A. with my boy Jay, and we're going to be stopping in Buffalo, Detroit, Chicago, Kansas City, Denver, Vegas, and L.A.
Facts.
So, yeah.
You'll be there.
Yeah, I definitely would love to check out one of those ciphers.
Yeah.
I actually had a song I wanted to play that I just heard. Were you ever a fan of Flatbush Zombies?
That's another name. I know the name, but I've not like sat down and actually.
You liked more like, how would you describe your music taste?
Fucking compulsive, bro. Like, I'll find one artist and then I straight up listen to like Young Lean and Drain Game for like 5 years straight, bro. Like
you're one of the dudes who just finds an artist and just.
And I'm just like, I just gotta hit the dopamine button over and over again about it until
I just want that first feeling of hearing a new song, and I got this hearing this next song. This is Rome Streets and Flatbush Zombies. People on live.
How's this gonna?
I just want to know if this works or not. We might get pulled for this. This is the first time. But
because of UMG copyright.
I'll text Rome Streets about the song. This is Pocket Full of Beans remix. Let me know how this sounds, people listening.
You for safety, you might have to like let it play for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then
but we're also gonna be talking over it.
Yeah.
Yo, this shit is crazy though. Rome Streets is one of the best rappers right now, for real. This shit's crazy.
Yeah, I like the cadence on this. Who is this again?
This is Rome Streets Pocket Full of Beans remix.
We need to get you like a public playlist. Like, what's Sam Buck's listening to? Fucking follow along or some fucking shit.
I used to do that, but I'm just lazy, bro.
It sounds like a lot of work. Yeah.
Everything's just hard work. I used to listen to Flatbush Zombies so much.
Or people submit their music for you to listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you Venmo me at SC Buck $10, I will listen to your
Facts,
song.
yeah. People will do it. People will do it, bro. That's the thing. Yeah, you should do an ad slot on your Instagram for that. Like, I will be listening to your music. $10, fucking blah, 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 blah.
Does it look like I'm drinking Dunkin' Donuts right now?
That's a fire piece.
Are we still live?
We've been pulled
Can you
yet?
check? Are we been pulled yet?
No. Sometimes they pull you after the fact. Like they... No, we're still good.
Cool. My dance
We're still
move.
good.
Yo, I'm reacting to music. Call me the White Kai Cenat.
Fuck yeah. You'll be up there with them, bro. You'll be up there with them. What
Bro,
did Sam Buck think about the new Drake fucking diss track?
I didn't even listen to it, bro. All right. This is a great song. Everyone go check out Pocket Full of Beans by Rome Streets. This is how I feel about the Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole shit.
All right, here we go.
It's all manufactured.
Yeah.
The album's called Might Delete Later. I haven't listened to it, and I guess he took the diss track off of it.
So yeah.
I never even heard it. I literally never once heard 7 Minute Drill.
It's out there.
I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
But it's like, do you like wrestling?
Yes, I do like.
That was weird.
I do like wrestling now. I got it into it later in life.
Do you see this rap stuff like that? Because that's how I see it. If it is manufactured, I'm like, oh, it's like...
I do see it, but it's kind of like...
Like, do you have an opinion?
These dudes don't release enough music. That's how I feel.
Right.
I like a rapper. I like a Griselda. They're releasing 3, 4, 5, 6. Conway released 6 projects last year.
Yeah.
And I bet most people didn't listen to most of them. But it's like, I can tell how you are as an artist.
I feel like
Kendrick's last album was good.
Yeah.
But like, I need more. It's like
Yeah.
a baseball player in the fucking 60s couldn't play against a baseball player now because you have to be outperform.
Right.
It's like these dudes are still making music like it was the fucking early 2000s and it wasn't streaming. Like you got to up your quality as an artist and put out more music now.
Yeah, I think once you get to the label level, then you have contracts. You contractually obligated to release X amount of music or not release X amount of music. And when you do, there has to be a label push. There has to be a campaign. There has to be ads involved. You have to get a billboard on fucking Times Square, blah, blah, blah. It does become a different sport, as it were. I feel like it's like kind of like the difference between like wrestling or UFC, or even like the difference between UFC and street fighting. Like the people in the UFC, they're playing a sport. They're not like, oh, who would win in a street fight? Like that's not the same thing. Like they're playing a sport. So I do get what you're saying. I still have a weak spot for that like pop rap sound though. I don't know what it is, man. I think it's because I don't listen to enough music.
I also want to shout out Conductor Williams for being on producing 7 Minute Drill. He's a Griselda producer.
Is that the conductor?
Yeah. And for him to now be on Drake projects, J. Cole projects, bro, he's from Kansas.
Facts.
Like, shout out him. So I also, bro, I just don't put my attention towards it. So that's why I'm like, I didn't listen to it. It's like,
see, we balance each other out then, because like when this shit pops off, I'm like, what's going on?
nah, it's like if Kendrick was dropping 3 projects a year, I think I'd be a fan of him. Because I'd always be like, damn, what's he doing now?
Oh, so you didn't hear like that?
I did, but I heard it. No, like that was fire.
The
that was fire. I like Future.
Yeah.
I like Future, and Metro Boomin's beats are crazy.
But you didn't hear the Drake response?
No,
the one that just... I don't even know if he officially released it yet.
No, I don't really care about this shit that much. Like,
yeah.
I care about... I think the reason that I had anyone listening to me is that before Griselda was like popular, I treated them like they were the biggest, because to me they were, bro.
Right.
Like to me, West Side Gun was bigger than Drake 5 years ago.
Right.
Because I cared about him that much more.
Right.
So it's
right.
I just put my attention towards the things I fucking care about.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
I think the problem with me is because I'm very much unfortunately, I don't necessarily I'm not proud of it, but I'm I have a sound that hits my brain, and if I like it, I just fucking... It's even if it's trash, even if it's this is corporate fucking the radio, and it's just Drake has always done that.
I love Drake's music.
Man,
but I just don't all right, nah. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to give my real take for 3 people listening. Yeah. This is my take. If you hate a man, if you hate someone, why would you write a bunch of rhymes about them? Why would you start rhyming words? I've never hated someone so much that I wanted to write a poem about them.
Bro,
you know what I mean? That's when they're there's a thin line between love and hate. It's bro, you're writing a love song about this dude you hate. Handle that in real life.
But you know what it is, man? And people forget this. It's all artists. We're all artists involved in this. So people are man, he's not hard. He's hard. And it's bro... Pause. Bro, they're all artists. Nobody who was ever at that level of oh, he fucking hates that guy, and then you're right, I'm gonna sit down, bobbly boo, dobbly doo, blah. It's no, they go out and they fucking do some irrational crazy shit in real life. There are people in real life who are never gonna...
I like Benny running up on Freddie Gibbs.
Well, to me, if you're doing that and you're an artist, then you get some crazy superpower. You're oh shit, I'm just an artist, bro. I'm not gonna run up on anybody.
I ain't even gonna talk about that. You know what I mean? I forget people listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got special information.
I'm not trying to but I like that shit. If I'm friends with you, I'll make fun of you while I'm on stage. Josh. If I hated Josh, I would never make some joke about that. But I love him, so I'm gonna roast him for being whatever.
See, that's the big thing between people not being able to tell the difference between media and something being shown on a screen. Some things are just captured on like a street fight or some crazy somebody getting beat up or something. Sometimes people just pull out their phone, oh shit, they caught that. But then the other times people set up their phone and then they do something, people are oh my god, you see what they did? It's no, they set that that's for you. That's not... They didn't capture a moment. They were putting on a show. It's a different level. It's entertainment. At the end of the day, it's entertainment.
I love when people get this is staged. Most things are.
Yeah.
Most things are staged.
Why do you think... Yeah, do you think this person doesn't benefit if they can keep doing it over and over again? Of course.
Krishan Rock, Blueface's girl. Mm-hmm. You know who I'm talking about?
I know of it, but I don't know it that well.
So she, people are always talking shit about her online and saying how crazy she is and saying how bad of a mother and bad of a wife and whatever, and just and her and Blueface are always fighting and talking crazy. And I'm you don't think she makes so much money every time you talk about her, good or bad?
Right.
She makes so much money, and I think that's what selling your soul to the devil is, not on no conspiracy Illuminati shit. I fucking go into a room and I cut my palm and I drip blood on a pentagram and I'm ah! And the devil comes into me and I'm now a fucking famous singer. I think it's are you gonna get your views from hate or love? If you were gonna be a bad person, that's kind of selling your soul.
Right.
And hey,
there's definitely several ways to do it.
You know what I mean? Respect if you're doing that.
Yeah.
But I do think hate makes money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having everybody hate you makes money.
Well, it's also just supply and demand too. People will constantly complain about shit that they watch. Something happens, somebody uploads something, they go watch it and they complain about it. And it's obviously with this beef with the Drake, fucking Kendrick, all that shit, they know that you guys hate the other guy or whoever. That's what they're mining. It's smart, actually, because if you think about it, when's the last time there was a popular rap beef talked about in music?
That is true. Yeah. But to me, if you're a fan of Drake, I'm a fan of Drake. But the average rap fan only listens to J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. Like, if you're listening to J. Cole, you're also listening to Kendrick.
Yeah.
And you're also most likely listening to Drake.
Yeah, they're
if
mining the popular.
Cole, you're also listening to Kendrick. It's
Right.
like you're listening. All these dudes are listening to the same people.
Mm.
It's like
I feel like it's like in in wrestling when they have to like, oh, there's a drama going on. Hey, everybody, come to the show. You're gonna see these two people who have a beef that you don't necessarily care about. They're gonna fight it out. Like,
yeah.
And sometimes you just want to see who comes out on top. You don't necessarily care about the whole beef of it. It's like, I don't know. In my mind, it's a show. Like, even I think Drake just did some push. It was like, there will never be peace in hip hop because it's like a competitive sport or something. And it's like, I kind of appreciate it being referred to as a sport. Because like even in elite level sports, those are not the best people in the world. Those are the best people in the sport. Like, there are people in random countries that could probably do something better than them. It's just like, they're not signed to the league.
Oh yeah, bro. I just played Rome Streets. Rome Streets is a way better rapper than most rappers.
Yeah.
But it's like, he wasn't on Degrassi when he was 12, so he didn't have the money to push him, to promote him.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that he's not a better rapper.
Yeah.
It's just like promotion is different than, and that's not to say that, I say this as a Drake fan, but it's like, if you have money behind you, then, bro, I like Sexy Red. Let's play some Sexy Red right now. I know people are going to be so mad that I say I like Sexy Red.
I think you just gotta like what sounds good and not have a notion of.
This beat's also hard
catchy.
as fuck. All right, I love Sexy Red, but it's funny because it's like, people are like, how is she so famous? It's like, because people like her, so then she has the money behind her. Like, you can tell everything she does that there's so much money behind the production and the videos. Like,
plus, if you can generate a sound that's marketable, that's what a lot of people don't understand. There is a difference between something being good in a way and something being marketable consistently. I do think there is a hustle Drake proves that consistently, that marketability plus skill, like the intersection of those things, that is where you get to the elite levels of shit. Because of course there's people with better rapping ability who don't have marketability because they're not marketing themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I like the hard barrier of entry. Thank you. I'm happy you're sober because you're keeping me on track.
We're like a good...
I know. I'm just stoned as hell.
Yeah.
But for real, that's what I like about... That's why I do my podcast the way I do. That's why I like rappers like, let's say, like Al Divino.
Right.
CVV Vino. That shit's so good because the barrier of entry, his name isn't even on Instagram.
Right.
Like, I like that people will watch... We were talking about this before, about marketing my podcast.
Yeah.
About how, like, if I had 4K... real close-up shot, it would be, people would see it more.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that you have to be like, who's this weirdo who doesn't do an intro?
Yeah.
Who's really high?
Yeah.
And it's shooting in really bad quality.
You gotta be like tapped
You
into
have to really be like, give it a chance.
Yeah,
and then you'll realize that my shit's actually dope.
For sure.
If I say so myself, you know what I mean?
Like Diamond in the Rough.
But it's
shit.
like, you have to, the barrier of entry is really fucking high.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that in my artists.
Yeah. Well, it's so easy to try. Everybody's kind of going towards the same direction of like, oh, if you want to get big on YouTube, here's what you do. And then everybody ends up doing it, and then everybody ends up looking kind of the same, and then some people just do it better so they get bigger.
Yeah.
And it's like, in order to find real, I guess what people call like kind of like underground or whatever the fuck, you have to be like the kind of person that would click on some shit that didn't have the specific, the same. Everybody at one point in the podcast world was using the hardwood back. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's like the wood slats or whatever.
If you go to my early episodes, I had the greenery.
Over the wood or whatever.
Everyone had that.
Yeah.
I want your live reaction to this song, WYMMF by CVV Vino. This is your live reaction.
Oh, mine.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought somebody hit you up and said.
I've never heard this song either. I love Vino. Al Divino's been on my podcast.
Yeah.
You did the best of episode with him.
Yeah.
If you watch right now on my YouTube, you can go to the best of Al Divino interview. It's the best 20 minutes of his interview, cut by this genius right here over to my left. But here's a live.
And if you want
reaction.
Sam Buck's opinion of your song, PayPal or whatever the fuck you said, Venmo him $10. He will review your track.
This is the thing. I've had artists tell me to listen to their music, and I haven't. And then I found it out on my own, and I love them.
That's funny.
It's a real thing where something about music for me is I need to find it on my own.
Facts, yeah.
So when people send me music, it's really tough for me to listen to, even if it's good, because something about music is finding it.
Yeah, it's like
finding it's part of
the time to listen to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't tell me. Everyone, check out Beeps.
I don't really.
B333ps on streaming, and that one song is What's the name of it, and where can people find it?
Yeah, I have one track called Free on any streaming service, named B333ps.
You never sent it to me. I found it and I told you to put it on streaming.
Yeah, you're the reason why it's on streaming, because I would have left it on Instagram.
Yeah, I was like, bro, this track is fire.
Yeah.
And that honestly is a big reason that we're doing this here today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He said, what's the Cash App? Cash App is SC Buck. SC Buck is my Cash App. Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm not an idiot. Yeah, SC Buck. But no, I found your song, and you had come to a show, and we had talked online. Yeah. I had liked your stuff. You had made bags and shit. But I was like, damn. I want to help you out as an artist on some real shit. That's why I appreciate your help. Yeah, is I think I can help get your music to certain people because I think it's really good. I see you doing shit with DJ Lucas and Christ Dillinger, and I think these are friends of mine. You know what I mean? Right. I believe in your shit, and it's not because you sent it to me. It's because I found it on my own.
Right. Well, that's part of putting out stuff too. You just got to put it out and see who sees it, and if they don't see it, then just. I don't know. I had an issue with that for a long time.
Yes, that is my Cash App.
Cash App. SC Buck for him to review. Are you gonna react to people's anything or just music? If somebody was
if you don't send me no dick pics.
Yeah. I'll review your dick pics for a lot more than $10. A lot more than $10. I'll react them
titties though.
There you go.
That's that over. Oh my god. You know how? All right, I'm a comedian. So, and then I will play this song, but I'm so ADD.
Yeah.
I'm a comedian, so I'm not sometimes I do think rappers are lying about their shit because it's so outside of my realm.
Fake it till you make it.
You know what I mean? But I was in the studio with Finesse Fresco.
Oh, yeah.
Great rapper out of Amherst.
I think you told me this.
He had bitches on FaceTime eating each other out and showing titties for inspiration for the song.
Right.
They were like, we're going to give you, I'm going to eat this bitch's coochie on camera for you to have inspiration. No one's done that for a joke. Yo. No bitch has been like, yo, I'm going to go.
You got to get to the Finesse Fresco level of your joke.
Dude,
you want to know the story behind I wrote this joke?
I need to grow up to be Finesse Fresco.
That's
shit,
crazy.
I really did just get a Cash App for $10.
Damn.
Shout out NFO Films.
Right.
Send me your song on IG and I will play it right now and do a live reaction to it. But right now we're doing the reaction to CVV Vino's WYMMF.
Okay.
Oh, this sample's already crazy.
Right?
Oh, I already love this.
Does he do production too?
Yeah, he do.
That's crazy.
This shit's crazy. Shout out CVV Vino. This is crazy.
Like, nothing sounds like this. Nothing sounds like this. That's crazy.
That's what I want about. Make something that I've never heard before.
Yeah.
That makes me fucking want to move.
You
bro.
want somebody to fucking hate it because they don't know how to experience it. And live, he's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, he's really live, he's about it too. Like,
that's what I'm talking about, a barrier of entry. Like, bro, he's playing with time crazy on this shit.
it's literally a slow song sample, and he's just going crazy over it.
Yeah, dude, that track was crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out fucking Al Divino, CVV Vino.
Yeah, he's
for that
truly
shit.
about the art of that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to take those risks, especially as a creative. People don't understand that. Like, you have to like get into some weird zone in yourself to be able to take a risk and do something that, like, you know somebody is gonna go, this is fucking insane. Like, what is this?
You
know what I
have
mean?
to have the barrier of fucking. Oh, that was the live. You gotta have the barrier of. There's 5 people watching right now.
Hey, shout out to the 5 people.
and
watching.
only 1 thumbs up.
Can we get 5 thumbs up on
Can
it?
we get 5? If you're watching,
You
this,
are-
just even if you hate it, even if
Shout
you
out
hate
NFO Films, been going crazy in the chat.
Yeah,
though.
he really is. Thank you, NFO Films. You send me $10. Send me that song.
You 5 people are a part
I
of the
almost
history.
gave out my phone number.
Oh no!
Like, text me.
You're gonna have fucking.
Or you can email it to me at sambuckcomedy at gmail.com. That's where you can.
And he will react to whatever you do, whatever media you wanna send, except for explicit.
Except for no. I feel like if I say no gay shit, they're gonna take that as homophobic.
No,
But I don't mean it. I just don't want gay shit in my DMs.
Yeah. There are people. I think there's like I don't know if it's an OnlyFans thing or what, but like there are like OnlyFans type people that will like review your dick pics and shit, like for money.
Yeah, where do you think I'm gonna go spend that $10?
Right? You just get a credit to the OnlyFans.
I gotta go to. I accepted the request, NFL. I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. I come back later, and you can tell if it's a good or bad review by my mood.
You're
When I
visibly
come
different.
back.
Like, how was it?
I walk
You're just
in like-
bummed out.
like Charlie Brown.
You're just bummed out. I don't know if I want to do these anymore. What if you just don't come back? All right.
Yo, I was getting crazy DMs. You see the DMs I got?
Nah.
I'm gonna read you my DMs. They actually made me laugh. They actually I get a message saying, "Hey Sam, how are you?" on Wednesday.
Oh, that on your story, I think you posted that, right? Yeah.
Oh, so okay, so you're I'll actually give a whole background to this.
Okay.
Sam Hyde, the comedian, just followed me
Oh, sick.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
From Providence.
Yes, sir.
And I know of his stuff, but I didn't know, like, I don't know his circle that well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I didn't realize that his group was MDE.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that. So I got a DM saying, "Hey Sam, fan of you and all the guys at MDE, but I'm not going to ride your dick or anything. Just wanted to share some of my artwork and stuff with you. I tried hitting up a couple of others who I thought would enjoy the style I have. Just hit me up when you can." So I didn't know what MDE was, so I was just like, I'm just not going to answer.
Yeah.
He messages me a couple days later, "Hey Sam, how are you?" And I don't answer because I don't know what MDE is. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't. At this point, I think he thinks I'm someone else or whatever. Then on Friday, 2 days later, he goes, "Fine, fuck you, you lizard fuck." And I didn't know what that meant.
It
like
worked,
a lizard.
It
worked. I didn't know what that meant. And I was talking to my friend. I was talking to Josh Adams, hilarious comedian, and Jewish guy. And he's like, that they think Jews are lizards.
Oh, for real?
So
I thought
he
it was
was
meant like lizard people shit.
I think he meant like because I look like it. Everyone thinks I'm Jewish.
Right,
so
right,
it's like, fine, fuck you, you lizard fuck. And then he goes, I hope you crawl back into your lizard hole and fuck other lizards fuck other lizard fucks. And then he goes,
crazy.
What? Too scared to come? Because I'm reading these as they're coming in,
That's
so we can
wild.
see they're being read. This is fun. At the end of the day, this is funny. I'm not trying to be all high and mighty. Like I'm against but it's
who
like,
it turned out to be.
Yeah,
it wasn't just a rando online.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Maybe he didn't mean it for the Jewish thing. I don't want to put anti-Semitism on
I wouldn't have taken it that way, but
he
I
goes,
feel like,
what, too scared to confront me? Is it because you're a little lizard fuck who thinks he's a top lizard in his little lizard circle jerk? Which
That's
is just,
crazy.
at this point, I'm dying. I'm like, all right, this dude's just funny.
That's crazy.
And then this is when he switches around. He goes, come on, just give me a little lizard shot. I bet you won't regret it. Come on, little lizard. I'll make it worth your while. You think you're cool, huh? You and all your little lizard buddies and a big old lizard circle jerk.
So you're watching this as it's coming up?
Coming in. He goes, I'll blow your lizard balls right off if you give me a little lizard chance. Which is, you're crossing into the negation territory. That is the rule of my DMs.
That's awesome.
And then he goes, come on. And then he goes, fine. This isn't the end, Sam. I'll be back for dem lizard nuts tenfold. Prepare those scaly balls for the day of reckoning.
Holy shit. You did? I don't think you posted all that on your story. I was like, what the fuck?
And then I just go, you did give me the laugh.
That's awesome.
You did give me the laugh at the end of the
if
day.
it doesn't work, keep trying. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah, it is. It's high-key creepy.
To be fair, I feel like that would work on a certain kind of person. Like maybe don't take that advice if you're just trying to get a random opportunity, but if you know who you're talking to, just keep trying.
I'm a comedian, so I do find NFO Films sent me NFO ciphers. I can't speak properly. NFO ciphers.
Some good weed.
I can't say
That's
it.
some good weed.
I'm so sorry, NFO. I'm all right. Restart. Edit that. I know we're live.
We're gonna start the clip here.
NFO ciphers episode 007, which is gangster as hell.
Facts.
James Bond episodes. And 7's my lucky number.
All right.
If you guys didn't know, my birthday
first.
is 7/17/97.
Right.
So 7s are, and this is the purple box iridium. This beat's hard. Whoever good choice on beats for this shit.
Oh, there's like a video to it.
Yeah, the artwork's dope. I want to go to whatever store this is. Nah, he came in hard on that. He's spitting on this one. I love when dudes, I'm sorry for talking over this, but I love when dudes get like, you can tell they're feeling it.
Well, he's doing it live too. I didn't know if it was recorded or if it was just straight up.
And he's feeling himself. He's feeling himself. He's going in. Yeah. Yeah, that first dude killed it. Oh, is that that's AM? Yo, this dude's fire. This
you know who
dude's
this is?
I know this dude. Yeah, this dude's fire as fuck. He has such a dope rap voice. I like that, like grimy, you know, like
Right.
I don't know how much of this I can play without getting pulled off this shit. That's how you know it's good though, because I literally am just like fucking yo, this shit's crazy. Yeah, NFO Films put the check out their ciphers, bro. I gotta come pull up on one when I'm in Chicago.
You gotta be in one of them.
My name is Sam, and I'm here to say.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, if you want me to host one, this shit's dope as fuck.
Do you have like a way for people to book you to host shit like this, you know?
Yeah, go to my website, sambuckcomedy.com, and the email, all that. So you sign up for my newsletter. Damn, bro. You got some killers on this shit.
Yeah, this is all one right after another live. This is not like
and this
a
dude,
studio session.
I love this dude's kind of like lackadaisical flow, you know? Damn, he really is freestyling right now.
I'd say the production value of this channel is pretty lit too. Like I like that.
Yeah, bro, this is.
I was not expecting it to be so high.
Yo, this dude's going crazy right now. Yo. Oh, she's fucking flowing. Yo, this shit's...
You could like sell tickets to this shit, man.
Yeah, bro. Everyone go check out the NFO ciphers, because I'm very impressed, bro. I did not know what I was going to be watching.
Yeah, this makes like other people should want to step their shit up if you see this.
Yeah,
for sure.
bro, this shit's crazy.
This is based out of what, Chicago?
In Chicago, he says Chicago, yeah.
Yep.
I'm still listening, everybody. I'm gonna go plug my dab rig in. This shit's crazy.
This space looks really cool too. I don't know if that's like a store also, but like
yeah,
that's
bro,
crazy.
Every single person has killed this. There hasn't been one that's been like, you know? Check if we're still on live if you can.
I think we... are we still here or did we get taken down yet, guys? No, we're still up. Hopefully they can hear it.
Yeah, I DM if you can hear it.
Hold on, I could probably... Yeah, they can hear it.
Perfect.
NFO ciphers.
Oh, yo, I like this guy. I like this guy. You can tell he's performed for it. He knows how to perform.
Yeah, these seem like the cream of the crop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like New England needs to get this kind of a thing going, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, remind me to talk about that,
All
about
right.
scenes and shit afterwards. Oh, the location was Iridium.
Yeah.
The artists were Stockmar. Wait, let me. I just don't want to fuck up everyone's name. So let me read off everyone's name because everyone fucking killed it. We got Stock Marley, AM Early Morning, who's dope as hell, Mr. Misfit, Heavy Crowns, Day, Manji Jordan, Rufus Sims, Thesey was the DJ. Yo, that was dope. Shout out NFO Films for that cipher. That was the 007 cipher. Everyone check that out because that was dope as fuck. And if you want your shit to be played on Bucking Around, just put it in the chat and send a Cash App or a Venmo of $10 to SC Buck. I also want to shout out, honestly, Hitman Glass, bro. They didn't like pay for a sponsorship on this shit, but bro, they made me these custom bongs that follow Hitman Glass. You can't get these anymore, but they have so many cool custom ones. I got the Dunkin' Donuts hot coffee.
That's wild.
And the Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee, bro. This is the type of shit that you can fucking smoke while driving.
Yeah, that's put it right in the cup holder, bro.
The cop can drive by, and I'll be like,
they did a really good job of making it look.
Yeah, they
even put the fucking
shit.
little warning for the hot at the bottom.
Yeah, and on the top looks, shout out Hitman Glass for these amazing pieces.
Artistic pieces.
All right, as a fan, because I'm gonna pack this, I need you to talk for a minute.
Oh yeah,
as a fan, how do you feel about scenes? Like, do you care about scenes?
Are you talking about like SCENE, like subgenre, or like the
like city scenes, things like that?
I think what's cool about like social media and shit is that scenes are really becoming like both less and more about the location. Like in a weird way, back in like the early 2000s and before, scene used to be like there was a few. There was like you had fucking the Dirty South, you had West Coast and the East Coast, and then basically everywhere else. That was, and you also had like Chicago, but like, and I'm missing other ones. But I'm just saying they were very, very big general areas. You had to kind of like go to one of them if you wanted your shit to pop off. Now you can have like fucking Western Massachusetts. You can have Vermont. You can have, all these other really smaller fucking, and that's so cool. But then also you can have kind of like groups of people that's a scene and not just genres or locations. It could be like 5 different people that kind of like link together, but maybe their genres are not even all the same and shit. And like that, to me, that's even cooler. Like that's like your scene is like a group of people or a label name, or not label, but label in the sense that it's just a word you go by or whatever the fuck.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, people always ask me, they're like what does it mean that you're on Bruiser Brigade?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
They're like, what does that mean? Does that mean that, like, you're signed to dance? You know what I mean? And it means, like, he decided to call me Bruiser Brigade.
Right.
So now I can be, like, I'm Bruiser Brigade, and we all fuck with each other.
Right,
we become, like, a team. It's like...
That's common, too. I hear that a lot in interviews. People will be, like, going by a name, and then they'll be like, I always get asked, what is this? Like, what does it mean when I go by this? And it's like, it just is what it is, and that ends up happening to, like... I don't know. It's just cool to call yourself something, like as a collective or as like a, I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's like and I like that it's cross genres too. Where it's like DJ Lucas. Shout out DJ Lucas, who's one of my favorite rappers.
Dark World,
out of Western Mass. Like him and I. Like our fan bases are kind of overlapping.
Yeah.
And I don't even make music.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do comedy.
That's how I found you, I think.
Yeah, but it's like we're just, like, I do, all right, I will speak from an outsider perspective on this. I think it's very cool that rappers will allow me to, because I'm a fan. At the end of the day, I'm a professional fan.
Yeah.
That they rep me and they allow me to tag along and allow me to like be part of their shit. Because as a lot of times, I think interviewers get looked at separately.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're trying to like mine something from this or get us in trouble or get a clickbaity thing. And it's like, trust me, I'm all about getting something that's going to get a lot of views, but not at the expense of anyone else.
Well,
like,
also,
I like that I can be accepted as an artist and my art is fucking talking shit.
But you also do comedy as the art form too. So and I've heard that a lot in the past, like just that comedy and rap get very like, there's like a lot of crossover in terms of people writing jokes like punchlines, people writing raps like punchlines, like, so a lot of the times, like, or even like in the case of someone like Childish Gambino, who like, he was doing, Donald Glover, who was doing comedy and then also doing rap and then also still doing comedy and doing rap. And then a lot of times you listen to their music and you can tell that the way they're writing their, you know, bars is kind of like jokes and vice versa. It's like there's a lot of crossover. So you're not like a person who's just like, I've been interviewing or I've been doing journalism for 20 years so I can interview you like I would interview anybody else. Like you're up there freestyling. Like I've seen you on stage. You're freestyling like a rapper would freestyle, where you're just doing word association and shit. So it's like kind of like the same thing in a way.
And you see that I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I mean that's how a lot of rappers start off too. You're just saying shit.
You've seen behind the camera.
Yeah.
I hope people listening or whoever watched this realize that you can fucking just do it with literally no knowledge at all.
Yeah.
No knowledge of anything. And you have to have a passion, you have to have a love. I mean, inside you have to have knowledge, but like to do a podcast, you need, I'd say, an iPhone and $300.
Yeah.
If you have an iPhone and $300 that you can spend on equipment like microphones, you could have a podcast tomorrow.
Well, there was a dude who I used to watch a little bit in like the WeedTuber community, but like he did it, I forgot what his name, really big dude at the time. I don't know if he still is, but like he did his whole channel just off his phone. He just put his phone up and would just talk to it and then upload right from his phone. And he ended up getting like a lot of. So you literally just need a phone at this point. And also, you don't have to do fucking podcasts. You don't have to do music. There's people, like, we were talking about it before, but, like, there's a dude on YouTube where all he does is try to see if shit can hold him up. Like, he just, like, puts it over a pull-up bar. He'll be like, how many toothpicks can hold me up? How many fucking...
I've seen...
Like, you can do literally whatever you want now, and there's a chance that you're going to be the guy doing that thing.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. Why did you stop smoking weed? Because I'm so high right now that I need you to start talking.
I stopped so that way you could smoke as much as you wanted.
Thank you. That's honestly all I need in life is people.
Yeah.
My team just needs to allow me to keep getting fucked up.
He needs to be as high as he needs to be.
No, this is not a good thing to say, but it really is. This is how I believe I can go. It's like I don't get fucked up off anything else, but I'm always smoking weed.
Hey, it's basically becoming as accepted as alcohol. It's just taking some time, but we're going to get to the point where that's the same shit. So, I mean, fuck it. Like, you could go anywhere. Because before it used to be really low-key about it, or else it was like, oh, fucking, are you smoking marijuana? It's like...
Weed makes this my favorite song right now.
Who's this?
Sukihana. This is featuring OJ the Juice Man.
I was going to say, it sounds like OJ the Juice Man.
Yeah, Weed makes this the best song in the world.
Hey, you don't need weed for this to be lit, bro.
I'm selling cooch. I like how coochie.
With the accent, bro. With the accent.
People are listening to this like, I think they need higher production value.
Catchy as
That's
fuck.
how you're playing songs like that. Is because you have no.
Honestly,
I'm selling coochie.
It's already stuck in my head, bro. It's already stuck in my head,
bro. I love good rap.
Yeah.
Like I love good rappers. Like everyone on that NFO films is like, after that shit, I don't even want to be.
How
part
can you
of
put
this.
my cipher next to that?
Everyone on that cipher was incredible.
Yeah,
really was. Like not just like whatever. That was awesome. I wouldn't have listened. That was 7.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't have to. He sent the $10. I didn't need to listen to that whole thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to because that shit was good as hell.
Yeah.
All the rappers were on that. Were great. I love good rap, but I also like fun rap.
Yeah.
And there's such. It's like the Siths. What are the good guys in Jedis versus the Siths?
Bro,
I don't know, but you know what I mean. It's like good versus evil. It's like there's no crossover between like fun and good rap, and it's tough because as a fan, I enjoy both technically amazing rappers and rappers who are just hilarious because they don't give a fuck.
They're like different stats, though. They're like different stats, though, honestly. If you can do both, you really have a fucking superpower. If you can go... In a way, it's kind of like comedy, too, because I feel like there are comedians that their jokes are very highbrow and they're very, like, conceptual, and then there's some comedians that they just kind of, like... They're going off more of, like, a primitive sort of, like... fundamental laugh, and then there are people that can do both, and in rap is kind of the same way. If you can make a hook like I'm selling coochie, but then you could also then spit a crazy verse over that, you have the superpower. Like you are like a fighting character with the stats all maxed out. Like I believe that.
That's who I think West Side Gun is. Because West Side Gun is some hilarious things, but no one can be like, he's not a hard, good, talented rapper. But he also is being like, let me put my hands around your neck, bitch, I'ma kill you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta know, it's like, that's taste. When you know how to just say something because it's the right time to say it, but then everybody's like, what the fuck? How did you think to say
you're
that?
Not taking yourself fucking seriously.
Too seriously, yeah. You can't.
He said, we got a hot girl episode coming this summer of the Cypher.
There we go.
Have me host that one.
Yeah, that would actually be kind of crazy, though.
So I lost an episode where I interviewed like 10 strippers.
Damn.
And it was one of the best interviews because, like, it was just so fun, and they were really honest.
Yeah.
They were just real fucking honest, and that shit was great, and I lost the audio of that shit. And I'm so mad.
That's like interviewing your pediatrician. Like, that's just a funny title. Like,
that one got no views, but I don't really care.
It's still funny, though. It's just like, it shows that you're not only going after, like, specific names. You're just like you look like you would interview. At this rate, you would go from 10 strippers to your pediatrician to like a fucking, like, I don't even know. Like, that's cool.
Well, that's what I was talking about before. Like, I had posted that shit, the Megan Thee Stallion twerking video joke, and then I did the shit with my grandma reading lyrics, and she was like, I don't want my face next to that.
Right.
And I truly was like, I understood it because I was like, damn, I really am just into everything.
Yeah.
But other people aren't.
Right.
And like, I have to respect that. Like, it's not respectful to my 86-year-old grandmother to have Megan Thee Stallion's ass spread open, and then literally an inch away is my grandma's beautiful, like, grandmother, heavenly face. You know what I mean? Like, just a nice.
But see, now you have you have a story out of it, which is actually kind of funny too, because it's funnier that you can't see that anymore, because now you're just telling a story about something that happened. Bro, you have more stories than fucking anything. Where I'm like, you couldn't make this up if you tried to, because it's so specific. It's crazy.
I was with my boy Frankie. Shout out FGZ on Instagram at EFFGEEZY on Instagram. He helps with like a lot of like camera work and booking. So he's a point of contact for.
He's on the team.
Yeah, he's on the Bucked Up team. But I was with him at Bone Thugs and Harmony 2 days ago. And we were backstage. We were on the stage for Bone Thugs and Harmony, and we were on a lot of mushrooms. And he had never really done them before, and I have.
Right.
So it's just I know as someone who's tripped, if you had never tripped before and you're on stage for Bone Thugs and Harmony, it's just a euphoric feeling.
Right.
You don't even have to be a big fan of them, but it's just like shrooms are good when you can be calm.
Yeah.
And in a moment like that, you're just like, ha.
Right.
Like, and it was cool. And he was like, damn, bro. And I was like, I was just tripping, and I was like, yeah, bro, this is what we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is what we do. And he was kind of like, really? And to me, sometimes I'll be telling stories and I don't realize they're as crazy as they are. You know what
everything
I mean?
you say is literally everything I will not do. That's what I mean. Like, you're like, we were on stage at fucking Bone Thugs and Harmony on mushrooms, and I'm like, literally, I wouldn't do any of that. Like,
why wouldn't you be on stage with Bone Thugs and Harmony?
No. I'm not saying I'm against it, but like, I don't trip. I don't want to trip. In my day, if something I do in my day is like having a trip, I fucked up. Like, and a lot of, like, cause I do Uber Eats for a living. A lot of the times I'll enter a situation where I'm like, am I fucking high right now? What's happening? And it's like, no, I just wanted to deliver this food. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, and so, but it's good because I feel like at my optimal, I would be like, spinning a bunch of plates like concentrated, and then you will just kind of like morph around in these situations that, like, to me, I would have to contrive them, and I can't, and we're just different people, and that's beautiful because, like, I would never be able to have a story like that because I don't do that.
But we aren't different people, and this is why we're doing this. Why, because we're similar people. That's why I fucked with you in the beginning, is because our anxieties are very similar. But I had to, and it came from a DMT trip. It truly did. I'm not recommending it, whatever. It truly did. People talk about, like, ego deaths, and that's such, like, a weird thing, and I don't, you know what I mean? It's whatever.
Yeah.
But I truly trust myself.
Yeah, that's sick.
To the point where I know I have my best interest. And I know you have your best interest in your heart. You really do.
Yeah.
So I think if you just take a deep breath
Yeah.
and just realize that you trust yourself.
Yeah.
Because you really do. You wouldn't create if you didn't. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
would be the person who doesn't do anything and just watches Netflix all day. Doesn't make music, doesn't make bags, doesn't go, you know what I mean? Doesn't drive here to just do this, which fucking, you never knew what, you know what I mean? It's like, you do trust yourself, so you have to believe in the trust in yourself, and that's what I truly believe is, like, I believe that I have my best interests and in mind, and I believe that I'm going to be successful because I'm talented and I believe in that. So just that belief, every time I start to be like, but what? I just have to be like, no, it's okay. And I might have to tell myself that 200 times in a day, every day. That's fucking 1,400 times in a week I told myself that I trust myself. And imagine just sitting there and saying, I trust myself 1,400 times in a row. I'm going to do it like 20 times in a row and imagine how long this takes. I trust myself. 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 That's 5 times. I don't even feel like doing it.
You have to do the whole time.
But it's like if you do it 1,400 times over the week, then you really will start. I used to be hella depressed, like real depressed. And I remember every time I had a bad thought, I'd be like, I'm just going to say a good thought too. On top of it. So I'll be like, I fucking hate you. You're fat. You're lazy. You're a piece of shit. No one loves you. And then after that, I'd be like, but like, you're kind to people. Or like, but you do want to do something. And it would be like, I'd tell myself I'd lie to myself, but like it then becomes a reality. You know?
There's like positive self-reinforcement shit.
It's like, you can have, and you are, bro, you're part of the fucking team. Like, you're going to have those experiences. I promise you're going to do some shit that you're going to be like, that was crazy. Because that's what everyone that's like.
In a way, I like the idea that, like, it's like what I was telling you before about the football team, where it's like the quarterback. I mean, I don't know anything about football, but in my mind, football works like this. The quarterback, he just doesn't tackle people, and the people that tackle people, they just tackle people, and then the people that catch the ball, they just catch the ball, and it's like, it's not that they couldn't do those other things, but like the way the whole team flows when you're in that flow, it's when the quarterback is just throwing the fucking ball. Like,
you
and
have
it's
to
like,
play your part.
Exactly. And for me, I think that's beautiful because even though I know you're saying like we're all the same in that way, or like we're the same, it's like in those critical moments where you go left and I go right, that might complete a football team where it's like, yo, that couldn't have worked any better than it did because you went left and I went right. Whereas like if we were all doing the same thing, it would be a bunch of people throwing a football and nobody catching it because everybody wanted to throw it type shit. And it's like, I just think that's awesome because like I'll listen to your stories and be like, that's amazing. Because, like, I wouldn't do those things, but I probably do weird shit that you wouldn't do that, like, makes me appreciate what you do differently. And it's like, I love that shit, man. That's what I love about niches. Like, all this fucking niche Instagram shit. How many toothpicks can hold me up? Like, that shit is so funny because I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I could, but I'm not gonna. And he Doesn't have to, but he's gonna, and that's awesome.
It's so funny. Comment your favorite One Piece arc. If you like One Piece, comment your favorite One Piece arc. That's why I like One Piece, and we were talking about it before, is like my role, and that's why I respect Luffy and like Luffy is like, I'm a comedian, bro. I'm a crazy person, and if I want to be loud, and if I wanted to be loud and I wanted to just be funny all the time, I would.
Yeah.
I would, bro. I could be the center of attention in any room, and that would be bad. I might get it wouldn't be good. Like, I know how to play my part.
Right.
When I'm backstage in Conway's green room or in Danny Brown's green room, like, bro, it was my mom, Danny Brown, me, Skywalker, Bruiser Wolf. That's the whole green room.
That's crazy.
And we're watching football.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, dicks, pussies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trying to get everyone to laugh, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I know how to play my role, and I know when I'm in places, and that's why I like One Piece, bro, is like, I don't know. Watch One Piece. I'm not even going to go into the allegory of it, but it's just like, if it's about playing your part, and everyone is the best. It doesn't matter who's, like,
Cut
in
to
charge.
Christ Dillinger.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that show, man.
bro.
Yeah, I've never watched One Piece like that. I have a friend who was trying to get me into it, and I think I started it, but I got way farther into Naruto than One Piece, so that's kind of funny because, like, hearing about it, I like to hear why I would appreciate it if I do get into it. It's kind of cool to hear about it that way. But yeah, I watched Naruto up to a point, and then I fell off of it. But yeah, I always resonate with Rock Lee from Naruto, and he's like, his whole character arc is like, it's like cliche sad to the point where it's almost pathetic, but like it makes him work so much harder than everybody else that like he's doing like literally he's fucked up in the hospital, and then they look back and he's gone, and they're like, where the fuck did he go? And he's outside like doing push-ups and shit, and they're like, bro, your body's destroyed, like you need to get back in the hospital bed. And he's like, no, I can't, like blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, I fuck with that, because that's like I feel like in my most depressed, that's like my character arc, where I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna make it, and then I'm gonna work so much harder than you, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool. It's cool that they made it cool.
You are gonna make it, though. You have to just have that belief.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're a good dude. Like, there's, you know?
But I don't know. Maybe that's my character arc. Maybe. Because honestly, I like the idea that you can make anything an advantage. Like, to a point. But, like, that character
like
arc.
my retardation?
Yeah, bro.
Like,
literally.
you know
literally,
what I mean?
yes.
Like, I used that.
There are people that genuinely get bummed out because they think they're genuinely, like, not intelligent. And it's like, to me, that's crazy, because there are things that if you feel unintelligent, you're going to do. It doesn't mean you are, but if you feel it, you're going to go do something that someone who feels intelligent won't do. And to me, that's just like finding your superpower, right?
I lost my train of thought.
You're high.
I'm so high. That's what you're gonna realize about bucking around is a little different than bucked up.
You need a teleprompter with a guy behind it, like typing, like, this is what you were gonna say.
I know. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where they're all in his brain and it's on fire and they're throwing all the files out.
Like shredding and so,
That is my brain.
That's awesome.
Because I always, honestly though, I'll give a high thought right now about it. The podcast taught me to get rid of thoughts.
Get it out.
It's like, no, like lose my train of thought all the time.
Oh.
It is the weed, but I want to be, and as my anxiety was like, I was checking if your microphone was on because the light wasn't on your microphone, but you do sound good in it. So that's what I was I didn't mean to be rude. I didn't mean to be rude, like on my phone while you were giving that
he doesn't
Naruto
give a fuck.
speech. But I just lost my train of thought again. No, I do remember what I was talking about. To be an active listener, you can't be thinking about what you're going to say.
Right.
So throughout this podcast, I've done 350 episodes of Bucked Up, and I've learned to listen. So I'm never thinking about anything other than the last thing that person said.
That makes sense.
So every time you say something else, I forget the thing I thought about the last thing.
Oh, yeah. You're very in the moment.
Because I don't want to be like, good conversation flows that way.
Yeah.
This is going to be a little bit more different, fucking around. Which, do you want to explain because this was kind of like you had an idea for this.
Oh yeah, I just feel like because you're always doing what you just said, you're always going to different people and talking to them, and it seems like you get around everywhere and you talk to all these different crazy, like, different people, that it's like, but what about the people that fuck with you who just want to hear you talk about you for the whole time, or you just react to things about...
The 3 people on YouTube Live right now.
The 3 people! The 3 people! That's all you need! That's all you need! But yeah, like, I don't know, man. Because I've heard a couple of people on your podcast that said that they really fuck with interviews. And my favorite thing about interviews is that you get to hear a person talk about things that they don't think are interesting enough to talk about on their respective platform. So it's like, oh, like, what kind of soda do you like? It's like, oh, wow, this guy I really fuck with drinks this random soda. Like, wow, that's so cool. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah.
That's so funny. I never thought about it.
Bro, that's like my whole, like ever since I was like in high school, like once I found interviews on YouTube, I was like, holy shit, I can hear about what it's like for them when they're just chilling. Like, fuck, that's awesome.
I never listened to interviews. I only listened to comedian podcasts.
Oh, all right.
So my style of interview is kind of like a podcast.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Different.
Yeah.
I never watched interviews.
You know what, for me, is like similar? I have this thing where I say, like, when you're taking photos, like, of yourself or people, like, messes in the background are like the most unique high value shit, because in a mess there are so many things there that you wouldn't have thought to take a photo of, that when you look back on it you will be like, holy shit, there's like a little candy wrapper of something I used to eat way back in 10 years ago. I didn't even think of that. Like, bro, I love that shit. That's like, you can't try to get it. It's just whatever is there. And that to me is like the same thing when you're just interviewing someone and you're just asking them, like, what kind of fucking socks do you wear? And they're just like, oh yeah, I guess I didn't even think to talk about that, or like whatever. Like, that's amazing to me.
That's why I do like not having a studio.
Right.
Because I just set up in like the randomest places, bro, and it's like, where the fuck is he?
Yeah.
Bro, I did a podcast that I'm the first podcast that I found to record on the Green Monster.
Yeah,
at Fenway Park.
Yeah.
Like, that episode maybe has 200 views or something.
That's kind of epic, though.
Maybe between clips it has like 25,000 views. You know what I mean? Like, clips it got 25,000 views. But the actual episode, 200-something views. But it's like, if I had a studio, if I was stuck to being in a studio, I never would have even taken that opportunity.
Yeah,
to maybe do it on the Green Monster.
Yeah.
Or like... So I had Danny Brown on the podcast. You can watch the episode. We were supposed to do it at Red Rocks, in the green room, while he was opening up for Flatbush Zombies. But for a lot of reasons, it just didn't happen. And like, I'm happy it didn't happen. But I had a whole podcast set up at Red Rocks. I was like, it was just cool to say that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
that's kind of crazy. Also, a lot of like the coolest shit happens when the plans fail and when the random X Factor shit comes together. Like, I don't know, there's like all sorts of like quotes and all sorts of advice about that. But that's kind of amazing. Like, especially being an anxious, overthinking person, that's something that's like learning to appreciate that is kind of amazing. Like making a song where you just realize like, oh, should I do a retake? Oh, I didn't sound good. But when you do the opposite, where you're like, I'm gonna one take this shit and whatever happens, and it's going on the fucking song. That's crazy, because sometimes it was better than you could have made it. And it's just like, fuck, that's so backwards. Like, as an overthinking person, it's like, shit, like, because when you think too much, then you stop doing shit. Like I'm a big fan of, I don't know, you know who Dan Harmon is? Yeah,
he just got announced to do the One Punch Man movie. He's writing the Punch Man movie.
Damn,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Breaking news today. Live
you heard it here
Buck
first. He just got the text from fucking. But yeah, like that's what he was saying. Like if you get trapped in that cycle, just prove you suck. Like, first step one, if you think you suck, then prove it. Don't try to not suck, because if you do, you're going to not do anything, because everything you do, you're going to be like, well, that sucks. I need to do better. And then you're not going to do anything. So he's like, if you can't do anything, you can't manage to get shit done because you keep fixating on how bad you are, just prove how bad you are by doing something. And then I'm like, oh, that does kind of short circuit that. That's good.
I should have posted that I was live on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, we didn't market this at all.
We didn't even. This was actually, we weren't even going to do it.
Very last minute.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah.
You're in no rush to go anywhere? All right, cool. I'm going to do, everyone watching, I'm just making a video. I'm sorry for the people who are still on this. Hey, I'm live on YouTube right now with this guy right here.
Let's go. Bucking around.
Bucking Around episode 1. Join us live on YouTube. My hairline looks horrible.
Fuck yeah.
That's another reason I can't watch my podcast. Is because like
picking apart like
what I look like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I have to watch things I do back so I know what the fuck because like a lot of the times I'm like, what do I look like? Sometimes I'll look at myself and I'll be like, I've been walking around like that. Nobody told me like for like the last week, like my hair looks like this or like my facial hair. I'm like, yeah. Not that it matters, but I'm just like, man.
See, I have confidence when I don't know what I look like.
That's yeah.
Like I pull better. I always.
It's better sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Cool. See, this is the thing. I want to promote on Facebook, but I have family on Facebook.
Facebook's weird like that.
Facebook is like your friends from high school.
Yep.
And then like not even your friends, people you went to high school with, then your grandma's friend, and then
somebody you work with, or yeah.
So like people are like, why aren't you posting all your clips on Facebook? And it's like,
it's weird.
My Instagram is like,
yeah, you need
like,
that.
I don't like. At this point, they all know who I am.
Right.
But every time I feel weird when I'm have like a video of me smoking.
Yeah.
And I fucking post it on Facebook, and I'm like, damn, my mom's coworker.
Yeah.
It can see me.
Yeah.
I almost put a billboard up in Fitchburg. You know what? I'm not going to talk about that.
I love when you.
I'll just talk about anything.
I love when you don't talk about shit because it's like, something there. That's awesome. Subscribe to the Patreon. You want to hear what he was gonna say?
Oh my god! Remind me of that later,
Yeah.
and I'll bring it up without the context.
Yeah,
but because it's a really funny story. But I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
That's kind of awesome. Yeah, you got a lot of those.
Guys, people try. I hate people. Comment if you hate me. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, we need those too.
Yeah.
Thumbs the video down.
I don't get some people have a real hatred for me, and I truly don't understand it because I don't I get it maybe if you're like he's annoying. Like, oh, he's kind of annoying, but I don't get like a real hatred for me.
Yeah, hatred's weird though because it's still a very direct form of attention. If you're paying attention to something enough because you hate it, in my opinion, it just is more about you. It's like, why do you hate it? Not why do you hate it, but why do you hate it? Like, what are you on about? Like,
if you hate me, write a diss track about me.
That would be crazy, right? Like a Sam Buck beef with a rapper. And then you can make jokes about it.
I was actually talking to a rapper about how it would be wicked funny to just create a fake beef on the podcast.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Really fucking.
Yeah, really go for it.
It would be very funny.
Yeah.
But I think it would be polarizing.
Yeah.
To the point we were talking about before is like, then people would pick sides. They wouldn't see it for the fun thing it is.
Yeah.
They'd be like, nah, fuck him. Nah, fuck him.
People get crazy with beef, though, in my opinion. Like, everybody takes shit way, way too seriously. And that's what I mean about, like, a lot of the internet is just people reacting to things that they don't know the context of. And so everybody internalizes it and goes, they just project what they think it was, you know? Yeah. And so, like, I've had things where I thought something was less serious than it actually was.
Look at all these little flies.
Oh, shit. Nature is taking over here.
Look at it on the table.
They don't seem to be like on the
but do you see them on the table?
Yeah, these little guys.
Those little guys. Sorry, I just cut you off. I'm ADD.
They're having a high thought.
Yeah.
No, there is a lot of them though, actually. But yeah, I always think like, damn, the smaller music scenes should actually do shit like that. Should have like not like actual beef, but especially with like rap music, it's kind of hard because that shit gets way too serious way too quickly. But like, they're like, I don't know, some sort of competitive this versus that type thing without it being like, yo, fuck your whatever city or whatever. It's like, it doesn't need to get like that. Just more like whose track is better type shit.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like the whole Drake Kendrick beef thing. But honestly, even with that, sometimes it seems like it's like, is this for real? Like, are you guys actually gonna like fucking, I don't know.
They just flip each other off when they see them. It's just wait, flip. All right, I'm gonna be Cole and you're Drake.
I don't think they're beefing, but yeah. You mean
Who's
Kendrick?
Isn't Drake in on the beef too?
Yeah, but it's more like Cole was with Drake.
Okay, so who's beefing? Who are the two beefing?
It's mainly Drake and Kendrick, and then there's the side characters like J. Cole is kind of with
you
Drake.
be Drake, I be Kendrick.
All right,
and this is us in a club. Just
Drake would do the light skin face about it though.
Kendrick would-
I don't know, man. I don't know. I like it. I think it's funny when they beef and then they click up like a year later and then it's like, now we're cool. Literally, this has happened multiple times. I think Drake just threw a shot at The Weeknd, but it was like they were already cool. Then Drake literally had a song where he was like,
weekday.
Yeah, you could do it, bro. You could do it.
If I could punch in just like dumb shit, you know what I mean?
That's
like
what people do. Bro, I need to learn how to punch in because I'm like such an old-fashioned whatever where I write a verse and then I hit record and in my head I'm like, I need to get this entire verse on this recording right now. Like there is no do it again. Or if I do it again, I'm doing the whole thing again. But I hear these new songs with like Christ Dillinger, for example, where it's like every line he's rapping is overlapping the next line and I'm like, oh, he fucking like recorded and then recorded again and recorded, or I don't know how he's doing it, but like in my head, I'm like, fuck, I will never be able to have that effect unless I learn how to do that. And then I was in the studio with a guy and that's what he was doing. He would do one line, one bar, and then stop, and then re-record the next bar. And I'm like,
but if I said a bunch of things, someone could cut them up and make them.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like, yo, I got to get it right in one take. Like I have to. Like rap.
I see bugs flying.
Yeah, they're getting through your security there.
They're getting through the security.
Yeah.
I do live in the woods now. I'm not giving out my addy.
Just
or
the
even
woods.
the area.
Just the
but
woods.
I live in the woods. You can tell from the background.
Bro,
Look
those
at the
GeoGuessr guys, they'll find it though. You ever see GeoGuessing?
Oh, yeah.
Those guys are crazy. They'll see like a postcard and be like, well, that type of tree is only native to South America. And then...
Yeah. This is pretty. This is my backyard, guys. Do you think it? Comment if you think my backyard's pretty.
Nah, this is fucking amazing.
I'm gonna have a rolling break, and we're gonna be listening to "Chairman of the Board" by Knowledge the Pirate.
Cool, because I might have to run to the bathroom real quick.
Cool. This is my favorite track right now. "Chairman of the Board" by Knowledge the Pirate. Pause on that. That was me playing a trumpet.
See me riding in that Porsche, letting that thing go. Ladies love me like Cool J with the Kango. Irish moss infused with the mango. When you sit down and eat with a boss, just be thankful. And don't get murdered for no stank hoe. See me with my styrofoam cup with that drink low. Fuck what you think, bro. Yeah. Cuban links, Roberto Cavalli mix. 2,000 in his cup, that's an expensive drink. I know these suckers mad, hoping that my ship will sink. I'm hopping out of Lambos, dragging my mink. 20,000 on the pinky ring. Heavyweights the head when you the king. 1,500 for the jeans, trips to Medellin. Life is like something you watch on your TV screen. Women and wine, candlelight dinner.
Were there hella bugs inside?
Plucking grapes off of vines. From a criminal mind, for me, my slime, it takes
I tried to play the trumpet, but it kind of looked like I was blowing someone, and they're gonna edit it. It was bad.
It might be a good clip, though. It'll be a good clip. As long as it gets those views, though.
If you want us to listen to your song, Cash App or Venmo $10 to SC Buck, and we'll do it. We already played a dope cipher, the 007 NFO film cipher. It was incredible. So check that out. But just so you know, it works. So you know I'm not swindling you motherfuckers. We got to get a damn killer on the podcast soon.
That would be crazy.
Let's just pull up let's drive to New York one day and do it.
Is he in New York? I thought he was in Chicago.
Oh, well then I'll do it while I'm in Chicago.
I mean, yeah, you're going to be there, so you could probably get it, honestly.
Speaking of Chicago rappers.
A damn been on that though. A damn's always got those like, whether it's the song title or the bar or the hook or whatever it is, but
This is real hip hop too. This is great.
Facts,
this is
yeah.
hilarious. This is fun. Fuck anyone who doesn't like this shit.
especially if you know a damn, because he been doing it, like, for real.
I like this music break.
I feel like when you interview like musicians, you should be able to get like a quick Sam Buck track where they just fucking live just make a random fucking freestyle track with you.
I think
right
rappers
there.
do my shit because I don't make them freestyle.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You
Like
know
you're not
what I
making
mean?
them do
It's
it,
like-
but yeah, that's a good point.
Because it's like, my shit's not music based. You know
That's
what
true,
I mean?
that's
it's like
true.
I'm the least music based platform.
It's
you
true.
know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I respect it.
I have exclusive tracks. Like I have
You?
I should play an exclusive track. Oh,
No, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. You can't do it yet, though. You can't do it yet, though.
You guys don't even know.
Damn. All right.
Oh yeah, I got them exclusive.
You got
tracks.
a vault. You got the vault.
I will say that I'm about to have a new intro song. This is the song that my grandma read that Rock Marcy ended up sharing. And Rock Marcy don't share anything. So my grandma's co-signed by Rock Marcy. Your favorite rapper isn't co-signed by Rock Marcy.
That's the thing. You be getting these crazy collaboration shits, man.
Yeah, bro. Something I truly feel happy about is that I can be blessed by people like Westside Gun, Rock Marcy, and then people like RXK Nephew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like some of the like, it's just.
Yeah,
I
you
love
move
that
through the
shit.
you move through the circles, through the different like genre. Like you don't give a fuck. Like that's what's cool. Like yeah.
I have citronella candles. That's what I'm gonna have to use next time because these bugs piss me off.
Maybe they're attracted to like that table or some shit. I don't know.
They are attracted to the table.
Yeah.
This table was in the kitchen of the last house, so I just moved. This table was in the kitchen. Maybe it has like food
Maybe,
seeped
bro.
into it. You
Maybe.
know what I mean? Because they love that fucking. They love that shit. They love that shit. All right, I finally rolled my joint.
There you go.
I do have exclusive songs.
That's crazy.
In my so I was gonna tell the story of my intro song. That's what I was gonna do. Bucking around is you're gonna just see me just be too high.
There's a market for that.
And this guy's a sober vegan.
There's a
and
market
he's
for
doing the show with me. I'm a fat stoner.
I will mind that, but it does sound way more puritanical than it is. But I will mind that. I will mind that. I will.
You are.
I'm gonna dress in like a
you're-
blazer, and I'm gonna wear glasses and shit, and I'm gonna be like,
I'm just fat and
I am here.
stoned eating. I had a burrito for breakfast.
facts. I think I had graham crackers for breakfast today, but that's only because I ran out of bread at
Graham
home.
crackers are fire.
Yeah, they weren't the because I'm vegan, I can't eat the normal ones. They have like honey in them. They were like the extra dry fucking cardboard
They
ones.
don't sound as good now. I love that you. I really thought they were marketed as extra dry.
nah, bro.
If you
They
like
might as
graham
well
crackers,
be.
but they're just too wet.
Yeah, because you know how
I
like
hate the wetness of graham
the
crackers.
sugar on the top and shit, it gives it that like sheen. It kind of seems like there's more going on, but they don't even have that. So it looks like
That's so
the
funny.
inside of the box, like it's the same color
Who's
as the
still
inside of the
watching?
box.
No one's commented in the chat. I know we're an hour and a half in, and I know we just did a smoking. But if you're watching, please subscribe.
And input if you
But
have.
comment in the chat.
Yeah.
I need something to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be talking about me shit, and you guys don't want to hear me talk about me.
They might though. That's the crazy thing. That's part of it, man.
Well,
It's like part of
let me say this. When I first started getting high, this is actually a really cool story that I don't think I've ever like really told publicly. When I first started getting high, I used to listen to the rap group Das Racist.
I've heard of it, but I'm not.
They had combination Pizza Hut, Taco Bell was their like biggest song, but they were fire. There were these three rappers from New York, Heem, Kool-Aid D, and I truly do forget the name of the third guy. Heem has been on a few, not Heem from BSF, which people might think Benny's label. That's a different Heem. Heems is the rapper from Das Racist. But beside the point, when I first started smoking weed, that's like who I would listen to. You remember those first artists that you would like listen to when you were smoking weed and shit?
Cudi was the big. I didn't understand Cudi that much at first, and then I think I started listening to Cudi at the same time. I mean, I know that's so cliche, but like,
But you know those type of artists.
Yeah.
Just the people that when you first started smoking weed, that's who
Yeah.
you relate them to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sonny Jim was another one for me because I was always into really like obscure music.
yeah, you were tapped in like that. I'm
But
not.
Das Racist was really big. They were
Okay.
signed to Sony. They had like a number 2 album and shit. They were really big. And so fast forward to when I started the podcast, I had Kool-Aid D on the podcast of Das Racist, which was like just crazy.
Yeah.
Just like really cool. And I don't know why I should explain this whole story because it's good to just have out there in the universe, you know? My 2 best friends when I was like younger, like teenage years, smoking weed and shit, was John Zayat and Dan Leahy. And they used to rap. And I would write freestyles with them. Maybe one day I will play my one rap song I have recorded.
Damn, we got the one rap
I have
song.
the one
All right.
rap song I've recorded. Maybe. I did it for, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
they would rap and we would smoke weed and we would just listen to rap and I would be the one to find the artists and we'd all play shit. They were more the musicians.
Right.
Kind of how I am today. Like I'd find the artists, they were the artists, and we would hang out. But that's who we would listen to. And when I had Kool-Aid D on the podcast, my intro song was done by my friend John Zayat, who was, you know, the friend I started with. And it's my neighbors bringing in their trash can. I was like, what the fuck? They're probably looking at us like, what the fuck are these guys doing? So when I had Kool-Aid D on, he did this thing. He used to do this thing where he's like, I'll freestyle over your beat for $50 or $100 on his story. And he posted for like an hour. So after the podcast was up, I was like, hey, can I give you my intro song, like the intro beat that my friend John did? And can you rap over it? And he did for $50. And that's now what my intro song is on Bucked Up.
Oh,
And that was like my favorite rapper. When John, like that's who we would listen to. So like, that's a really cool, that's why I've kept the same intro song for so long.
I always wondered about it because it's so
it's
specific.
Like, it's like, but it's like that was my favorite rapper, you know?
Yeah.
Even, he's pretty popular, but even if people don't know who he is, it's like, it matters to me.
Yeah.
It's really important to me, and that's what I care about most in this podcast. It's like I don't want to do it for anyone else. I want to do it the way I want to do it.
Yeah.
But to say that, I will say that my next intro song is it's still being made, but it's one of my favorite rappers rapping over one of my favorite producers' beats.
Damn, all right, stepping it up.
And I'll say that the producers from Detroit and the rappers from Western Mass.
Wow.
And that's all I'm going to give. I don't know if you can fucking figure it out.
Someone can. I'm definitely.
If you can figure out where I am right now, you can figure out who's on that track.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
crazy.
really excited for that.
That's
shit.
cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's cool. A lot of the shit you do, there's stories behind it. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing I appreciate about the way you do shit is like, it looks a certain way and it seems like it might be random, but you're like, actually, this, that, the other, and there's like a fucking story about it. Like, that's fucking cool. That's the shit I like. That's why I want you to do this type of shit, because of those stories that, like, those stories will never come out unless you randomly happen to be talking about it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that shit's cool to me.
Because I started this podcast in June 17th will be 4 years.
Wow.
And I was doing stand-up before that. You know, I was doing stand-up on and off since I was 18, but like seriously, like 2 years before that. Well, that microphone was like up. I hope people could hear me. But when I started this podcast, everything changed. And I realized how important life was and time was. And not, bro, I've worked 60-hour-a-week jobs. I just realized how, like, important this shit was. And that's why, like, I don't want to be old and regret it. I want to have cool stories.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get jaded about realizing that, like, I've been able to experience some cool stuff off of, like, just talking. You know what I mean? It's like I don't have a talent. Like, I get comedy. I get it. But, like, it's not like I play an instrument or I even rap. It's not like I am an artist, a painter. It's like I just talk. Like, you can make jokes all day of the week. You can interview people every day of the week. Like, I just like to ask questions. I've always been that way. I'm just inquisitive.
That is a skill, though, getting into a certain mindset, because, I mean, if you ever listen to different people with different skill sets talk about how they do what they do, a lot of the times everybody's process is different, but a universal thing is how hard is it for you to get there mentally? And, like, I feel like with you have found this way either through the DMT trip or whatever it is, where it's not difficult for you to get to the place where you can be in that mindset. Because, like, for instance, like being, like, you know, backstage in the green rooms of these places, like, a lot of regular people would just be kind of like not in that moment. They would be like thinking about everything going on in that situation, like, well, oh, what should I say, what should I not say, what should I do, whatever.
But I'm doing I am doing those things.
Yeah.
But that's what it is like, I don't think something I had to realize, I shouldn't talk about other people. Something I had to realize is that my internal thoughts and what people see on the outside are completely different, and I don't think people realize that.
Right.
People think that everyone can read them. No one can read you. You're the only one who can read you because you're in it. Like, you're going through it. So you can be anxious, you can be thinking about all that shit in that moment, but, like, you just have to be cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah.
I mean?
But that's definitely easier said than done. Like, you've definitely gotten to a point where you, like you say, you know who you are, and you have these, like, things that you've hit on where you're like, I realized this, and you move like that now. And there's people who are like, and there's never too late, but there is something to be said for, like, being 40 and having that realization, being 50. It's not that it's too late, but it just means that, oh, and I'm now getting to the point where I can realize that, or whatever it is. Whereas, like, you're doing that now, and you're actually applying it too. You're not just noticing that and then, like, chilling. You're noticing that and going, like, I mean, from being an outside, because, like, I don't really know what it's like to be you or whatever, but it seems like you connect with these people, like the artists and whoever it is, because you're like that. Like, they like you because you're like that. It's not just that you're a comedian and you're funny. It's like you don't let things keep you being a certain kind of way. You are self-aware, like no, that's not what this is about. It's just not about me being a comedian or me being an interviewer. It's just about me being, and this is who I'm being right now. And that's it's way harder than it sounds. It's way harder than it sounds.
I guess you're true on that, but it's just like, bro, everyone is anxious, everyone's depressed, everyone hates how they look, everyone hates the thing that they want to do, they think they suck at it, and everyone. And all life is like just beating that. Like, it doesn't, everyone's feeling that, so why can't you feel that and do that? It's like when I was talking about roofing, it was like, I can't be mad that I'm roofing for money when I also get to experience these cool things. Because a lot of people don't get to experience the cool things and still have to roof.
Right.
It's like a lot of people have anxiety and aren't doing this shit. It's like, well, can you have anxiety and do this shit? Because that's what everyone's doing, and everyone's just acting. And it's who's the best actor?
Yeah.
That's why we're obsessed with movies. Is because we're all acting all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like, and that we're obsessed with the people who can do it so well, because that's what we're doing. Like I truly don't believe like if you want the perfect life, like the house with the marriage and the grandkids and the kids and the white picket fence and the like, it's not like you get to indulge. No, life's about not indulging. Like, if you want that, then you got to give up like pussy and McDonald's and drugs. You know what I mean? It's not like you can have it all. And I realize that because I love all the other things.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? It's like, but like, damn, I'm gonna have to give it up at some point. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't have everything I want.
Right.
I can't. I have to make sacrifices because that's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Everyone's fucking making sacrifices.
Right.
So it's like, damn, I just got to make sacrifices too. And I think that's the thing. Anyone who does it is just realizes there is things you have to do to get certain places within your moral compass that you will do. You know what I mean? And like, what are you going to do that? If you want a wife, then you're not going to be able to go after every woman that makes you feel attractive. You're just going to have to stay loyal and stay down. Even though your brain might be telling you, go fuck that woman, you got to beat your brain. Just like your brain might tell you, don't get up on stage, it's going to be super nerve-wracking. You just got to beat it. You think your brain is in control of you? No. And I think mental illness, like when I go through my depression, it's like I let my brain be in control of me. I'm not in control of my brain.
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter how I feel. Rod Wave said, fuck perfect timing. Because there's no perfect timing. I was nervous to do this live. We were talking, I was like, and then we just did it, bro. And we're an hour and 45 minutes in.
Facts. If you're still here, hardcore.
Hardcore as fuck, but it doesn't matter. Because now I don't care.
Exactly.
Now it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's like people forget how they felt before they lost their virginity. How nerve-wracking it was to go talk to the woman, get her, and then have her find you, and then talk to the point where you get that, where like you were so nervous, but you did it because you knew it was worth it.
Yeah.
But it's like people don't feel that level of anxiety to do anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I feel that way every time I go on stage. I feel like I'm having an anxiety attack.
Yeah.
Every day. Every time I do a podcast. Every time. I have an anxiety attack all day, every day, but that just doesn't stop me.
Yeah.
Because there's people who have anxiety attacks doing fucking nothing.
Yeah, I think especially with like the newer generations, that's super fucking important because I see a lot of like videos on shit, and then I'll see a lot of people in the comments like asking for very basic advice on like that type of shit, and it's like, man, I think it's because of how much stuff is now experienced through like screens, and everybody's watching things happen from a distance, that now everything looks like something instead of feels like something. So now everybody's going, oh shit, fucking Sam Buck is like the comedian guy. He's a comedian. He does comedy. It's like, but when you are talking to you in person, or if you go to the comedy show, you experience, oh, wait a minute, this feels just like I'm in a room with other people. Like, doesn't feel like what it looks like on TV or Instagram or whatever the fuck. So then you have this whole generation of people that are, everything they like is at a distance. It's like, and so now we all end up feeling like, yo, how do I feel like what that looks like? And the reality is, you really don't feel like what it looks like. You realize that what you're already doing looks like it, but you have to feel like that. I guess that's the imposter syndrome where everybody's like, oh, like, you know, I feel like I'm not really doing it like how I feel. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm not really doing it. And it's like, no, but you are. That's how everybody feels. You just get used to the feeling, and then it no longer feels nerve-wracking as much as maybe it did day one or something. But, like, it still feels weird. Still fucking weird.
Yeah, it's hella funny when people are, like, nervous to talk to me or, like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that shit's so weird. Or, like, even want to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, when anyone wants to come on. Because it's like, it is my business, but it's like, it is literally what we're doing right now, which is literally what we were doing not when we were recording.
Yeah,
I just fucking... But you also got to play that game of being the character. Like, if you're going to be a public persona, you can't always be the same person.
No, I love it, though. I really feel like that, especially when I was a lot younger, that shit gave me, like, I mean, I didn't grow up with, like, a father figure in my life, so, like, seeing somebody be themselves, or not be themselves, but seeing someone adopt something that they go, I'm gonna do this, and you know that at the end of the day they're a person, but it's like, it's almost like they're being a superhero, like the Batman shit, where it's like, Batman's not really Batman, he has to become Batman in that moment to be that. It's like, so when you do it, it's fucking weird because it seems like you're faking it, but then you listen to all this interviews, music, whatever, and all the people to talk about is how they had to fake it.
Yeah.
And it's like, that is what it is. It is fake. It's fake, but that's what makes it beautiful. Obviously, if you were fucking actually Superman, it's boring as shit because it's like, you already did, oh, you can't be killed. Ah, fuck. Well, that's great. Like, but it's like, the Batman story to me is compelling because he, like, fucking falls off a building and, like, breaks his arm and he's like, ah, fucking Alfred. And it's like, oh, shit. Is he going to make it or not? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's, like, inspiring. It's inspiring because it's, at the end of the day, we all know we're gonna fucking die. We all know that we suck, kind of. But it's like, when you need it, when you need to feel like Batman and you can successfully do it, it's like, oh, I did it. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I love that.
But see, like, when you watch Batman, you don't know what's going on in his head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I think it is. It's like, you need to realize that he's probably hella anxious, but you just see a stoic-ass Batman.
Right.
So it's like, you just gotta do it fucking anxious.
I love talking about Batman every time. Even on my other podcast, when I was talking to my friend about Batman, that shit got, like, way more views than anything else, and I'm like, I'm just gonna keep talking about Batman because it's funny as shit. But, like, yeah, Batman's fucking... I love the idea of Batman because his only superpower really is the fact that he can afford to do what he does, but it's like his whole actual character arc is him, like, being a guy and, like, wrestling with the fact that he has to try to be Batman. Whereas, like, all the other superheroes, they have a power. Batman's
he's
just like
a rich guy. I'm trying to find the Chief Keef song. Superheroes with A$AP Rocky. If anything's gonna get us pulled off, it's this song.
Here we go.
A$AP Rocky,
UMG, Sony.
Money. I just want to hear the bar where he says Batman. That's legally all I can play.
The scene's coming in.
Exactly. There's just a guy running down a hill. With a fucking cease and desist order.
You get a bill.
Honestly, this was way easier to go live on YouTube.
It's kind of addicting because it's just like, damn, really? I'll just hit record and fucking go.
Yeah.
And then we're going to chop this shit up to, like, a bunch of clips.
I bet there'll be some good clips.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the latter half.
Yeah. But honestly, bro,
I just keep getting higher.
I'm telling you, you'd be surprised how many times I've rewatched interviews by people I really fuck with just because of the moments where nothing's happening. Like, just the moments where that person is just, like, thinking and you can see it in their body language and their face. Yeah. And you're just like, that's so cool because I never get to see them think.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Like, it's kind of weird, but, like, honestly, like, especially the more famous or the more big they are, you don't get to see them in those in-between moments because it's, like, not marketable to see the director of a movie just think for 10 seconds about something. But
I love that you might. That's so funny. You might have been. Look, you're half off screen.
Yeah, I'm almost completely off screen.
That's so funny.
That's kind of awesome.
I'm so sorry.
When I cut to that in the clips,
dude, that's so funny. You're like literally
slowly moving off camera the whole time.
Like, that's the fucked up way. Is you're literally off camera until like an hour in.
Well, initially I didn't know if you wanted me off camera because some.
Oh no, I wanted you on camera.
Some podcasts are like that where it's just the main person and they're on camera, and then like there's another person off camera who they'll talk to sometimes. But like, yeah.
Are we still live? Yeah, we are. I was about to.
No, after the Chief Keef thing, your whole channel's fucking gone, bro.
I love that you're. That's so. I can't believe. Now I know why people weren't watching. There's 4 people watching right now.
Shout out 4 people.
There's 8 likes though. So we passed the amount of likes. People.
Good for Good we fuck with that. Yeah, look at that.
I like that no one commented that you were half off screen.
Hey, who's the fucking guy half off camera?
Oh my god.
This is bucking around with Sam
I'm gonna
Buck.
see if this is so funny. I'm actually gonna play your song.
Oh, all right, shit.
I want to see your reaction of hearing. I love this song. People listening, I love this song.
It's B333ps on Apple Music. Shout out the professor for the intro. Shout out JD1 production. I wonder if we could get pulled off for this song. I don't think so, right?
So you won't see tomorrow. Trust in the process, I'm breaking the model. Niggas a motto, make you a memorial. Teach you a lesson tutorial. My girl and Ariel, make it apparent. I'm problematic, make your girl apparent.
Yo, this shit's so fire, bro.
No firing back, I'm Saitama, I promise. It's not a Prius, I'm whipping the Yaris. Devo barefoot on my feet, they not Nikes. 925 wet on my neck, fuck a Midas. I'm stealing hearts in the night like I'm heartless. I'm taking space in your head like I'm homeless. I'm building Rome in a day in my notepad. I'm with your girl, we're exploring like Dora. I'ma just smile on your face like a hostess. I keep a camera on me like a tourist. I keep a blade on me, so do my boys. They got the flowers for you like a florist. I promise they're self-straight, it's just a porous. So hands at your pockets when you walking toward us. You rolling the dice like the doors to fours. I don't wanna dice you like fours to fours. So I'm speaking French like he ordered hors d'oeuvres. I'm pretty short, so I guess you like doors. I a limb boy, cause I'm from the Azores. Feel like a knight, cause I carry a sword. I know a guy like, just give me the word. I might recite pi to 300 numbers. Get on the track, I say 300 words. My bank running look at $300. I with your girl at 300 hours. She got the urge, she's making me swerve. Baby is manual, shift to the third. It's not a race, but she came in first. She asked about my race, cause I got that curl. She stare at my face while she doing curls. Please do not cross over.
That last 30 seconds was the reason I heard that.
29 years I've been poor, I'm feeling worn. Never own property, feel like a serf. You can be prey, but this not a church. But I am him, you hear the choir. These are the hymns, like I got surfed. I will just cut and then fly like Charizard. I keep the metal on me like cyborg. I am a villain to them like I'm Zerg. I only said 2 words when I met her. Hollow like a bird, not a charade. Do not do clubs, I do not do debates. I dish it out, I do not do rebates. I am a square like a corner. I am a coroner, you are a corner, you flake. Chip on your shoulder, you lace. I am lazy, sit on the dock of the bay. You might sound like a chip off of the block. Just a remake, and it ain't great. Tony the Tiger, the ring is pave. Don't speak of French like he ordered parfait. I don't feel great. Get on the bike and start hitting the K's. I do not wear J's. I pay 200 for shoes I can twist. I pay 200, Kuro call me wrist.
Yo, this switch up is crazy.
Yeah.
I pay 200 to you on the merch.
I love this song, bro.
I pay 200 for crypto to moon. I'm dosing your girl, do not blame her. I am a klepto, I stay with the grease, so the bars are like Reptar. Reptar to yeah, baby, I am just.
He didn't want to put this shit on streaming, everybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't have if you hadn't said so.
Salsa water.
Salsa water.
I always think about what rappers, how they say it without the beat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you gotta match it to the rhyme.
Yeah, literally.
Salsa water. It's so hard. It's so hard, but just taking it out of context.
It's a grind.
Like, imagine you having to, like, that's the only way you could say seltzer water since you rapped it that way.
Seltzer water.
Yes. But you just talk normally, everything else.
Yo,
I'll get a burger. I'll get a side of fries. I'll get a milkshake. And can I also get seltzer water?
Seltzer water. Bro, I always love when the bars stick in the head like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy to do that, you know?
Bro, that's all. There's a reason I wanted that shit out.
Yeah.
You got me up and dancing. That's...
Shout out JD for having to listen to that back like 200 times to engineer it or whatever he had to do.
Bro, I could never be an engineer.
Yeah, it's like, have you ever seen the memes where it's like making beats and the producer's like starting the beat over like 10 times because he's got to like adjust one thing? Like, people think it's going to be like this listening session where you're jamming, but it's really just a guy stuttering the beat 70 times because he's got to like edit the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell nah.
That's like video
To the
editing.
nah.
It's kind of like that. Like,
This is
yeah.
Bash for the World, Diablo. I love this song. I just needed something on.
I got to follow all these people.
Yeah, people. I'll be listening to. If you want me to listen to your song, Venmo me $10 at SC Buck. What city are you in? I think. Oh, I like that someone. Whoops! I like that someone DM'd and I didn't see them. I'm so sorry, Gio. Gio said, "What city are you in?" Why is this
some
not-
technical difficulties going on the screen right now.
Uh-oh, Gio. Gio, I'm so sorry. Don't get mad at me, Gio.
This is part of it. This is part of the
Gio,
process.
I'm so sorry.
Our chat window is like sliced in half right
says,
now.
what city are you?
Probably.
It probably says, what city are you in? Is what I'm... Oh, okay,
that works.
there we go.
That works.
But now I can't see
Scroll
shit.
all the way down. No, that's the top. Wait, what happened to
What
that?
the fuck? Gio, are you real? Gio, are you real right
Probably
now?
not even watching anymore, you know?
Yo, he probably is like, fuck these guys. They didn't answer my...
they didn't answer my
I
fucking
thought
chat.
it said, what city are you in? And I'll just say I guess I'll rep Worcester.
There you go.
I'll rep Worcester, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give more details than that, but there's a lot of great talent in Worcester.
Yeah.
Like, shout out Kip DeFog.
Yep.
Kip DeFog's an incredible artist.
Oh, he's based out of Worcester?
He's based out of Worcester. Yeah, Worcester has some real talent, comedy-wise, too. Central Mass does. A lot of great comedy out of Central Mass, actually. I feel like comedy's gonna start getting respected like music.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you see everyone's reels on, like, stand-up reels are like, people are watching stand-up reels like people listen to music now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like just bite-sized, easy to digest, and I think that's really
Because if you
good.
can make me laugh in 20 seconds, you got one set of 20 seconds to make me laugh because I'm looking for it, and if you can, that's respect.
Yeah, for
Respect,
real.
because like, there's comedians that people only know because of reels. They don't know their whole sets. They've never seen them in person, like, but they'll watch the reels and be like, their reels are fucking funny, you know?
Same with podcasts, bro. Like, that's why I don't care how many views the actual episodes get, because
Right.
it's like, that's like an album, and the reels are the singles.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
it's a perfect example. If you guys want to, what city are you from?
There you
Oh,
go.
Gio,
There
I'm
you
so
go.
sorry.
There you go.
Gio, I messed up your question.
That's the whole context.
I was born on Cape Cod in Hyannis, Massachusetts, but I grew up in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, Lowell, Pepperell, Mass. I moved all around as a kid, but I'm Massachusetts born and raised.
Yeah, same. I was born in Attleboro, and I moved around a lot too. I actually went to school in Worcester for a couple years. Now I'm near Providence, so mainly Mass though. I only started living in Providence like in the last like 7 years or
Two
so.
best Providence rappers are Beeps and Joey.
Beeps and Joey, bro. We need a Beeps and Joey song, bro.
We do.
Beeps and Joey song.
Rockin'
That'll
out
go
of
crazy.
Provi.
Yeah.
That shit's...
I did not know he was from Providence. That's
People
crazy.
listen and comment where you're from, because I never know where my fans are
Yeah,
from.
we gotta
you
know where
what
we
I
gotta know where the
mean?
core viewership
The
is
core
from. The
bucked
people
up
sticking around for the
fans.
bucking
Yeah.
around.
This is Brian Fresco. Actually, I'm playing a lot of Chicago rappers today. Brian Fresco's fire. Brian Fresco is fire.
I feel like we need the East Coast, like New England, not because like New York City is obviously its own thing, but like we need like Massachusetts or somewhere out here to be like at the level of fucking New York, Chicago.
I don't think
fucking-
that's gonna happen anymore. I don't think that's...
Oh, you mean like in a Mecca sense, like because there's not a lot of people coming
I
over there.
think the internet and COVID made it that you can blow up from anywhere.
No, you definitely can.
Like, bro, people think my podcast is Buffalo based. They think it's New York City based. Some people think it's Chicago based. People think it's Detroit based because I'm always with Bruisers. People think it's LA based because I'm always with LA people. But I'm from fucking Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I live in Central Mass, middle of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true. It might end up being non-location based after that.
Yeah. Oh, this is one of my favorite tracks. I should probably stop playing music because I'm playing with the devil right now. Just keep playing music.
Copyright
but
shit.
This is El Camino and Benny the Butcher, New Bills. We was trying to make it down. Been on the couch. My mom's hurt from all of that sleeping on the couch. Needed me a quarter ounce. Didn't know I needed me a quarter ounce. We did it big. I ain't the one that sold you fries. I wasn't the one to. All right. I feel like I'm mute. See,
even if we get taken down off YouTube, though, you got it recorded to your computer, right? So we can still chop it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll still chop it up, and we also might be doing a Patreon.
Oh yeah! If there's anything exclusive that you want to see from Sam, from the channel, from any of the guests, if there's anything specific that just for you would just really up whatever the fuck your immersion or whatever.
Up your what?
Up your.
Hey, I don't want to be up in any of my audience.
He's gonna be, upping your immersion, upping the vibration. What do you want? You want a Sam Buck Life's dildo? They have those like specific ones. You know what I mean? You can get. Well, it'll be everything. Full 360-degree immersion, VR. I'm talking everything. Aura rings. We're going to have, but anything you want, comment that shit, and we'll try to put it through on Patreon so that way he can actually, like, do some shit, because it's hard to do it for everybody all the time, but some giveaways. We're going to do some giveaways like that. Like, what do you want to be given away? Like, I think he needs some sort of, like, fucking pieces, like bowls or bongs or some shit, but, like, even,
I have an idea.
Like, mugs, T-shirts, anything.
Keep it going.
All right, we're gonna give away fucking but yeah, fucking, any kind of exclusive content from the guests, any kind of Q&A bullshit. We're trying to focus on his core viewership and create more content based on him, so that way he can be providing content while he's chilling at home, getting way too high and listening to his favorite.
All right. Excuse me.
He's going to give away locks of his hair, okay? We're going to give away old socks.
I want, for people listening, this is going to be a giveaway.
Oh, right on.
This bag was made by the lovely... do you want to go by your artist name or your name?
Honestly,
what do you want me to
I'm
call
fucking
you?
confused. It's confused.
I don't want to misgender you.
So basically, misgender. Yeah, I identify as beeps, just strictly noise for my music. So this is a Victory Road is the brand. I do upcycled kind of handbags made out of pants. I mean, it's a very simple concept, but I do it so
downplaying.
It's garbage, but yeah, we're gonna do. It ain't nothing really. You know what? We're not giving it away. Throw it away.
So I am thinking of a number between 1 and 10.
This is how we're doing it. 1 in 10? That means if 20 people comment.
There's 3 people listening right now.
Oh, you mean you're going to give it away right now? Right now.
I'm doing what? This is my first ever episode of Bucking Around.
So it's only to the people watching it live right now, not to anybody watching. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because who's going to watch it after, right?
He calls it garbage and then gets so protective over it. Wait. We're not giving it away that way.
An auction, maybe. I don't know about a giveaway.
Someone said, I think we went to school together.
Ah, fuck. All right, we gotta cut it. Nah, I went to a few different schools, so it depends on where you mean. Where the school is or what school or whatever. But we might have. I meet people in real life, and they'll be like, your name Brandon, right? And I'm like, oh shit, yes. And I don't know, like, I have a bad memory. This is what I'm trying to say. So if you tell me,
where did you grow up?
Where did you go to school? We might have, though. We might have, for sure.
God. Everyone but Gio. No, I'm just kidding. But if you can guess the number between 1 and 10.
1 and 10?
That I am thinking of.
Well, you know what I was thinking is maybe there's only like one person watching, so then they're just gonna guess every number. Do they get it?
See, no, you get one guess.
But I'm saying, what if there's only 2 people and nobody guesses it? Do they not get it giveaway? Like, we didn't give it away.
All right. I mean, should I be like, yo, tag that we're live on YouTube right now on your story?
Maybe, or you could give it away after the fact, like if you post a clip that's like, if you want the bag, whatever. I'm just saying, do you want it to be...
Wait, can we write in the comments? Because we're every 5 minutes going to have to be like...
That's what I mean. Maybe do it after the fact. Maybe post a clip as a giveaway or on your story or something that more people can participate.
Okay, all right.
Because it's going to be like 2 people guess one number and then it's like, we didn't give it away. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
You're 4. So
but yeah,
I wanted to do something nice for the people watching.
All right, then yeah, like, I mean, how many people are watching? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just trying to figure out how it's going to work. If 4 people are watching, one person's driving, can't comment. One person is me watching it right now.
I'm the 3rd person watching.
Fuck it. Yeah, or you could do like you could do an Instagram tag thing so that way you can see who did it. We'll be
giving away a bag, and if you're mad that I didn't give away the bag right now, blame me.
Blame me. No. I want to do giveaways on the fucking either this like live streams or the Patreon or whatever, but do like more of them, like fucking mugs and stickers and whatever. Yo, NFL Films should probably just get the bag, honestly, because he's been active this whole fucking time, honestly. I think you should just get it. Just give it to NFL Films, honestly.
You're getting a bag.
All
right. NFL Films.
It's not even a question.
It wasn't even 4.
You just guessed it. Wasn't even NFL Films gets the bag. Fuck it, man. He's been active this whole fucking time,
DM
bro.
me your address. I'm sending you this custom bucked up
You
bag.
get the first bucked up bag, like, to be released, because I've made a few, but we didn't actually give them away or anything, so.
He said, what school of Worcester? If you think you went to school with him and it's in Worcester,
no,
I'm guessing it's the same person.
Yeah, you have to, if you know the school, you know the school. But, yeah. I only went to one school in Worcester, and I'm not going to say what school it was.
It has to be that one.
There's a few, so.
One of you is going to dox the other one, and it's not going to be him.
If you got to tell me, we might have went to school. I don't know.
Yeah,
but yeah.
NFL Films is happy about it.
Yeah, right on.
Oh, I'm glad, bro. This bag is sick as hell.
Yeah, so it's got the custom embroidery on it.
Tell them about it.
The pants actually function as a zipper, so you can wear the pants. Cut a hole in this and slip it on if you really want to. It's got embroidery on the inside. It's all kind of upcycled except for the hardware. The custom strap says Bucked Up on it. The brand is Victory Road on Instagram, based out of Rhode Island, just making upcycled handmade shit. And it comes with this little keychain, and we'll throw in like a little vinyl sticker that says Bucked Up. But yeah, I'm just trying to make some interesting kind of merch shit or whatever, you know? But yeah, man. Thanks for participating.
I have a question for NFO Films and other people watching this.
Why do you watch this?
Why do you watch this? I told him he should only have one Instagram for all his shit.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker got 18 Instagrams.
No, I have a reason. Let me explain.
If you were going to follow him after this, because he's watched this whole thing, are you going to go follow all his accounts?
No, you don't have to.
Or are you going to go follow one?
Follow Brandon the Mind. Brandon the Mind. All one thing, Instagram.
Brandon, not Brendan.
Brandon. Brandon. The Mind. That's like me on Instagram. I created an Instagram for the bags, so that way if I wanted to do like a official collaboration, because I did one collaboration with Wormtown Brewery based out of Worcester, and I didn't want to put it on my main Instagram with the bags if I'm on Instagram rapping about, I don't know, getting my dick sucked. Like, it was a marketing idea in my head. Because, like, I didn't know what was going to pop.
Wormtown Brewery's anti-dick
They're
sucks.
anti-dick sucking, apparently. That's the... No, not like that, but, you know, I don't know. I always try to think, like, you know, fucking... I don't know. What if companies, blah, blah. I think about marketing. That's why I have different Instagrams. It's not because I'm like, oh, fucking keep it separate. But, yeah, so... but, yeah, and then whatever.
One Instagram.
Honestly, I do believe in the one Instagram end up it being the end all be all, but yeah. Technically, I was trying to make Victory Road a company. It was going to be like a company, like with employees and shit. That's thinking very far in the future, and then I have a separate Instagram for my music, so that way I can not have to think about followers, because sometimes I get too in my head about that shit, and I just like, honestly, make shit.
If they're a fan of you, they're just going to want to see it all in one place,
well, you know,
until you get big enough.
But you know, my artist name on Apple Music is not my Instagram handle, so in my head I'm like, oh, what if someone finds it on or Apple and then wants to look it up on Instagram? I don't want them to type in beeps and not find anything. So at least if they type in the exact name, it will come up to a landing page that leads back to my personal.
This motherfucker didn't even want to put it up on streaming.
Yeah.
You're talking in circles.
Yeah.
I might be high, but you're talking in circles.
You know what it is, bro, is a lot of the times I'm like...
You're anxious.
It is that. I overthink. I think a lot. I think a lot. Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah.
You just that's the whole rant I went on before. You just gotta believe in yourself.
I also juggle a lot of shit too, because I'm like thinking like, okay, like this is the music, this is the bag company, this is me trying to fucking network with people. Like I gotta make sure they work. And then I started the Mass Artifice name because I was trying to do like a little like studio so that my friends could dump random fucking art shit.
I'm gonna start a studio called Mass Orifice.
You should, bro. I should change it to Mass Orifice. I might steal that before we get back. Mass Orifice. You should be like Buck Bros or something, like Bang Bros or like.
I already have Bucking Around, which people are gonna be so mad.
Keep running with it, bro. Keep running with it, or like I don't know. Yeah, you got to do some label, bro. You really do. You got to do like a label studio name so that you could do like. You could host shit like you were talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of the Bucked Up Clips, it should just be that name, and then you could upload fucking skits or whatever. I don't know if you try to keep your podcast channel strictly podcast shit.
No, I put my stand up on it.
You should sign a rapper, bro. You know what I mean? Sign to Bucked Up or sign to Buck Bros or some shit. With the Bang Bros like font, you know what I mean?
Bro, that's
Signed
like
to
that
Buck Bros, bro.
Shirt.
Yeah, bro. Or like Miles, he's got Trash Can Records or some shit.
I love Miles.
Yeah, that's what I mean, bro. Fucking run with it, man.
Let's play some Miles right now.
Yeah, bro.
Let's give a serious
reaction.
Yeah.
Let's just pretend he's involved in the Drake beef and then react to his latest track.
Okay, what's the last song he dropped?
I found him because he was using those beats with the SpongeBob music, and I was like, oh, that's hard as fuck.
Yeah, that is hard as fuck. I want to play. See, what happens is a bunch of people get features from him, and then it says it's their song, and I'm like, I know that's not your song. You know what I mean? So I want to play one of his top songs.
Fucking. He had that one Pirates on a Boat.
Oh, the One Piece, yeah.
See this bad girl at the store, she like a honey bun. She brown like a honey.
Yeah, why do you care about the Drake and fucking J. Cole Kendrick beat when there's music like this out there?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
This is better than anything J. Cole has ever put out.
They would never do a voice like that, so fuck.
No.
Gotta respect it.
I think Kendrick took his voice from Miles. Yeah, Kendrick would never use the word hyperbole in a bar.
He was featured on like some big TV show, I think. Like,
He was on the cover of Time magazine.
no, he wasn't. Get the fuck out of here. Bro, I'm like, all right. I almost believed it. I was like, yo, biggest internet sensation this year. No, he was on like Conan, or not Conan, but like fucking one of those dudes.
Oh, like Jimmy Fallon or something.
Yeah, I think he was on Jimmy Fallon, bro. Not him, but like they mentioned his music and then played a clip. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Full circle moment. You know Miles on like fucking national TV or some shit.
That's crazy.
That's how you make it. And then Trash Can Records gets like bought by Capitol Records or something. Like, you know what I mean? And then they want to make serious music, but they can't.
What's your label gonna be called?
My label?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think I could run a label. Like, just because, I don't know. I'm too ADHD for that shit. I really want someone to. That's why I'm saying you should do it. Like Buck Bros. No.
I found a rapper recently that has the best rap name I've ever heard in my whole life.
Let's hear it.
His name is Thought Twat.
Facts.
That's
That's pretty lit. Also, I like this.
You can't see it. Spelled no spaces. THOTTWAT.
All caps.
Thought Twat is
Thought
a
Twat.
great fucking rap name.
I like when names are easy to remember. I hate when someone's got a name and like to their whatever artist or whatever, and I can't remember it. I fucking hate that. I'm like, come on, pick a name that like Thought Twat.
You know what I like about Thought Twat is I just imagine him as like a 60-year-old rapper.
Yeah,
Like on his Jay-Z shit.
you literally never
And
know
he's
anymore.
like, yo, my name's Thought Twat.
You never know.
Bro, that shit's hard.
Bro, that's like
Bro.
your favorite granny or whatever her name is, the old lady who raps now, and she's like
You
an
mean
Uber
my
driver.
grandmother?
No, you're no. No.
Are you talking about my Nana?
There's literally a grandma raps, bro, and she.
Oh, I did see it. Yeah, she's an Uber driver.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, bro. If
Do you play your music for the food?
your food has been exposed to my music, fuck yeah. Well, honest to God, I think a lot about that stuff. Like, I mean, I'm just a guy with your food. Like you. That's a lot of trust to put in a person. They're alone with your food in a car for like indefinite months of
Could
time.
you easily put your balls on someone's
Yes.
sandwiches?
What are you talking about? You could drive with their food on your dick. You really could. You could. They have a sticker that says sealed for your protection on it, but that's just a sticker. Like,
How hard is it to...
bypass the sticker?
Yo, you know what? I don't even want to do this, but I want to print those stickers.
Oh, no.
Just
Oh,
put my
no.
balls on everyone's food.
Oh, no.
Just...
You could, but you would be like you would.
Hey, don't order DoorDash
Be
in the
a menace.
Worcester area because you're going to get buck balls on
I'll be like, bro, I got to order. You want me to swing by? You're going to make me lose my
Yo,
job,
that's
bro.
what's going on Patreon.
You're going to make me lose my job.
That's if you want to pay to watch me put my balls on people's DoorDash
Catch a
orders,
fucking lawsuit,
go
bro.
to Patreon.
If so, all right, something like that will happen, and when it does, I guarantee Uber and all this shit, they're gonna make a feature where you get to watch the live stream of your driver with the food, and that's when I quit.
And then you get to start
That's when I
playing
quit.
your music.
Yeah, listen to my music, fucking.
You and this burger.
That's what Amazon
No,
does.
I'd make eye contact with them while I put my balls.
Bro,
right
I'm
on
telling
their
you,
burger.
Amazon does that shit. They got cameras, and they know if your eyes are on the road and shit, and they watch the drivers. Fuck that.
Imagine being the person who has to do that for a job. Watch if a driver's drive. If you thought driving was
fuck.
boring enough,
Yeah, that's fucked
you
up,
gotta
bro.
watch someone drive.
That's when I quit. That's when I quit, bro. That's when I quit. Let the AI take the fucking job at that point. That's the only reason I have a job is because the AI has not been deployed yet. Like,
yeah.
fucking Elon's got the technology. He just hasn't hit the red button
I was
yet.
thinking about this. This would be a really good podcast or interview. Is if you had AI come up with questions.
True.
Like, but you just like
AI interview you?
AI interviews.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be a thing.
That's probably already. Yeah.
That's probably how like the big news programs do it.
Yeah.
They're like,
Well, in the future, it's going to be someone using AI to manufacture an interview that never happened, and then people actually wanting to watch it.
yeah, this is actually we're not here right now.
Or you ever see
This
the
is
Joe
all
Rogan
AI.
versus Ro Jogan?
Yeah, those are so funny.
Yeah.
Ping Trip makes those. We're listening to Thought Twat. This shit's hard. Thought Twat's such a hard name.
It is, and it's memorable. How'd you find them again?
Shout out Annabelle Klein. She posted him in her story. Ooh, I want to play an artist that's actually from Boston, and I just had him on my podcast. His name is Diz.
Okay.
He's a fucking student at Emerson, but he raps fire, bro.
Yeah.
Produces all his own shit.
Oh, that's crazy.
Diz, D-I-Z. I should make like a playlist of all the songs I've talked about and shit.
That's what I was saying earlier, like what Sam Buck is listening
like
to.
a bucking around like wrap up playlist of all the songs I've played. If you wanted to go back and see.
That's some work though. Are you 30 years old? Am I 30 years old? Yes.
Gio, you know it's him.
You know it's me. We probably went to school. I don't know what your name is, but yeah, we might have went to school together, bro. I don't know.
It's not Gio.
I don't know, man.
So fun. This dude really doesn't want to believe it's you.
It's me. I have a really bad memory, so you may have.
Gio, how do you know who I am? Oh my God, yeah. Shout out Wheaton. Shout out Steph from Wheaton, bro. I loved college. I just got high. I didn't have any worries other than school.
Your college experience sounds like what I thought it was going to be before I dropped out. I spent 1 week at community college and was like, nope, I can't do this. Like, I don't want to be in a class. I don't want to be told what to learn. I don't even want to pretend. I don't know. I'm done with it. And then I just...
Wasn't that song fire, though?
That was fire.
Even though we were talking over it?
Yeah. And production was crazy, too.
Mr.
You need to make that
playlist. Mr. Cupper77, that's what you're fucking... I'm just calling it by the the YouTube handle. He can attest how much weed we were just smoking in my room all day, every day.
Facts. That's literally like the goal.
I miss you too, bro. Yo, we were
smoking so much weed.
Yeah, I really do be smoking, as you can tell on this.
Yeah.
My eyes were so bright by the time, we started, and now my eyes are just low as hell because I got these dope ass bongs.
No,
hey,
those are crazy.
Everyone listening, which bong do you like more? So I can tell Hitman. If you were good to get one of these, would you get the hot Hitman bong or would you get the ice?
The iced one's crazy because the straw. Like, that's that detail of just the straw. Because, like, I mean, anybody I would assume from New England knows what the fucking empty iced coffee cup with that straw looks like. Like, you see those everywhere.
But this is really
that's crazy.
This is really a hot coffee cup.
That's pretty crazy. I love branding shit. I love, like, when someone makes something that's like that. Like, shout out Parched is a clothing company based out of Rhode Island, but they have a shirt that says Rhode Island, but it's in the Dunkin' font. So instead of Dunkin' Donuts, it says Rhode Island. And I see people with that all the time, and I'm like, I love that type of shit. Like,
that's dope.
Two ideas merged together and make a thing that's like, fucking did it, nailed it.
I want to keep playing music. I actually enjoy this, and if we get pulled, we get pulled, but I'm having a good time.
I really think it's like...
Hey, this was a good call.
Yeah, for
I hope
sure.
people
I think people are
enjoy
having
this.
fun with this. And
I hope you had fun doing this. Just fucking...
This fucking shit sucks, man. Fucking 3 hours is just nothing. No, I love doing this.
Damn, you got real right there.
No.
I'm too high.
This is like what, like, my girl would be like, can you shut the fuck up? You've been talking for like 40 minutes about the same shit. I'm like,
we would just be doing this anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Right. This is why, to me, and I like watching shit like this too. If I really like the way someone talks about shit, or like I follow their shit, I want to hear them talk for 2 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, and you're gonna, if once we do this more, and I'm gonna be bringing in some different people. But this is an idea that Brandon came up with, so I want to have him be on it a lot. You wanted to like interview me a little bit, like you said you had questions and shit, and I'm not putting you on the spot.
You just have like stories and all this backstory shit that like I know that. Unless someone brings it up or unless you bring it up, you're not going to think about talking about it for just the sake of filling time. Filling time's cool because that's when you whip out all those random fucking stories and references that are
you've heard a million times on my podcast.
Maybe, but maybe not.
I have the same like 6 stories.
Yeah, but
I
also
have the same
like
6 stories I say on the podcast.
Or even like an artist that you just listen to that you're like, oh, I just found this. Like, maybe you wouldn't bring it up on a podcast.
I wouldn't. No, because on the podcast it's very like in the moment. It's very this is not an interview, but it's like a time capsule. Yeah. It's not like real life like this where I don't really care. Yeah. This is perceived. You know what I mean?
When I was recording episodes with
Hey, Gio says he's happy you're vegan.
Hey, you should go vegan.
He says I'm happy you're vegan too.
Oh, you're vegan.
Damn, you see,
Shout
this
out.
is straight up vegan shit. Being
Shout
like,
out.
you're
Vegan recognize
too.
vegan.
He got, I got some stories with Buck. Yeah, he do.
Stories with Buck.
Uh-huh.
Segment.
Do you remember when? There were some definitely stories.
That's what I mean, bro. You got stories, bro.
I ain't doxing stories from college.
See, that's what makes you, though, is like I forget my entire life all the time. Like,
but I do too until something reminds me of it.
That's true, but like sometimes even when people remind me of shit, I'm like, nah, there's no way that happened because I genuinely just don't have a memory of it. Like trauma, just delete. I guess I don't know.
I want to play this song by Connor Cassidy. He's from Massachusetts too. I don't even mean to be like, I'm a rep Massachusetts, New England
It's
artist.
fire though. It is fire
like,
though.
I honestly just like a lot of music. I just want to know your honest opinion on this song. Connor Cassidy, Godspeed, because it is one of my favorite songs right now.
Sam Buck is really tall. You are tall, bro. But I'm also short too, so.
I mean, I'm 6'4".
I'm 5'7".
I'm 6'4", but I'm like 270, so I'm just big. You know what I mean? Like, I love that Gio didn't want to say who he was, but he's vegan and he went to your high school.
Follow me on Instagram, Gio. Brandon the Mind.
He just has a good voice.
Yeah, his voice is unique.
Godspeed.
Tinder assassin. Tinder assassin, bro.
Nah, this hook is fire.
He really be singing.
He really do.
Hey, you could tell like he could really go if he wanted, like really sing.
You could tell he makes a good song, but he's also talented.
Yeah.
You know, like 6'4", my ass. I am 6'4". Fuck you.
You are undershorting your height. I do the opposite, but you do.
I might be 6'3" with no shoes, but I'm 6'4".
His memory of you is that you were just like towering, you know.
6'8" assassin. Yeah, Connor Cassidy is fire.
If you can sing like that, like, man, advantage.
Yeah.
Rapping advantage if you can sing, like. Although, I don't know. I had to come around to the idea of, like, sing, but don't sing well, and it sounds good. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's funny when people don't like rappers' voices.
All right. DJ Lucas, bro. DJ Lucas. I cannot listen to DJ Lucas in the car with my girl because she fucking hates his voice. And I'm like, that is exactly why I like his music, is his voice. Because a lot of people don't sound like that. And I'm like, that to me, as an artist who creates, getting that effect, like experiencing somebody hate somebody's voice, I'm like, holy shit, like, if your voice sounds different, that's a superpower. Because if somebody can hear it and go, I fucking hate, I've played his music for like a handful of people, like different kinds of people that are not, like, they don't like rap or whatever. And they're like, this sounds horrible. And I'm like, that's because of his voice. Like, you're noticing something. To me, the worst thing is when I hear a rap song and I don't hear the voice because it sounds like everything I've already heard before.
I don't think he has a bad voice. I think he has a unique voice, and I
agree with you.
I think it's like people. It's a lot like food. You know what I mean? Like if you've never had a lot of different foods, or if growing up all you ate was chicken tenders and shit, your palate can't cope. Or
it's like eating curry for the first time, and you're like,
gonna be like, what the fuck?
That's what I love about it.
It's not good. It's like
people don't like Young Lean for the same thing. They don't like his voice or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, if somebody can hate your voice, that's amazing. To me, that's a superpower because you've effectively stood out when people try so hard to stand out and can't. And if you can get on the track and go like, somebody's like, yo, turn that off, that's horrible. That's like, to me, that's like a knife. You just cut through being ignored. Like, and it's difficult to do. Like, people try to stand out. And listening to his music made me realize, what do I sound like? Because that's why, honest to God, that free track that you like, I don't like it as much as some of the shit I just made. Because I know that people will like that more than some of the shit I just made because my voice sounds better on that one. But the shit I just made, I'm going to release it soon, but I sound like I do now. I'm like, I sound like SpongeBob, and I'm like, that's kind of hard, honestly.
Like how you did on that song you did that you just put out?
Yeah, exactly. Or like...
I'm pulling it up. Did you put it on Beeps?
No, it's on my main Instagram.
Hey, everyone go follow Beeps B333ps.
I sip a nice iced latte. I get anxiety at night on the highway. I get anxiety at night. I'm on the highway. I get anxiety at night. I'm in my head. I get anxiety at night. I'm in my head. I take one hit. You're not high as me yet. Gigs in the Vogue that you haven't seen yet. Got some very classic movies I still haven't seen yet. It's my fault, that's my ignorance. Yeah, I don't like money, so I barely make rent. But I'm rent-free, I'm in my head, talking my shit. Need new shoes, I'm just shopping for the kicks. Making fire with the pens like I make Bix. And I dress basic like I'm 8-bit. Raining cold like I write basic. Put the flower...
That's how I really sound, though. Like, I really sound kind of nasally. Like, hold on,
Is this an exclusive track?
Yeah, I got a couple. Hold on. Let me play one. One of them I'm like really leaning into.
All right. Yeah, play that. And then I want to give my review of that song. Oh, the shit's hard.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, and I'm like, oh,
that shit's hard as hell.
I just need to like use my voice to do what it can do instead of like, in that free track, the one that I put on streaming, I'm like, and I'm like, oh, honestly, I think I would cut through the noise more if I just like inflect, like go crazy with it. Like, it should be annoying for my friend JD to engineer it. She just sounds like he's listening to like SpongeBob or something. And I'm like, honestly, that's a superpower. So,
nah, I feel you. Like that CVV Vino track we were playing before.
Yeah, it's
funny when I heard that song that you just put up on IG. At first, straight up, I was like, Like it wasn't that I didn't like it, but I didn't get it.
Right.
Truly.
Right.
And then I think I listened to it one more time, and I was like, okay. Yeah. And I listened to it one more time, and now when I'm listening to it, it's weird. It's like I hear it a completely different way.
That's cool.
Than I ever heard it before.
I'm glad that happened.
And I fuck with it very much.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's just cool. I never.
Because all my favorite music is like that. Like, I hear it, and I'm like it just kind of like. It just, I don't know, like, and when you make stuff, it's so easy to get into the trap of being like, I'm going to make this good, and then it ends up sounding like other things that have already been made. But then when you make something, not to make it bad, but to like be like a CV Vivino where you just like, I'm gonna fucking destroy this. You don't actually care if it sounds good to somebody else. Right. You think it sounds good because you really left your mark on it. And I'm like, oh.
Well, that's why I like the podcast, because it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And I do think
like leave your mark.
Yeah, leave your mark.
Don't try to be good. Try to be you. Try to leave your mark. Or don't be you. Just leave your mark somehow.
This is fun. I might have to, we're going to keep going, but I might actually have a podcast later today, everyone, with a pretty big artist.
Bro, you're fucking crazy. You're always releasing
So if I
shit.
can get that podcast in, I'm just going to say that I'm going to do it, everybody. Oh, I have a song to play that's not rap. It's a Japanese singer from 2005 called Akiboshi.
Down with it.
Fire.
I like the obscure reference.
It sounds like pirate music. I want someone to sample this. I hope this song's so fire. I hope we don't get pulled for this. This is like the most fire pirate music. I feel like I'm on the 7 Seas.
I feel like I've heard this before.
I feel like I have. It was in the Mystic Connecticut anime video.
Oh, all right.
Yo, this shit's crazy as hell.
Bro, if you can speak another language on your music, superpower. Just a superpower.
This shit's crazy as hell. I really don't want to get pulled for this song, but this song's so good. This is like...
If I had an artist that I knew who could do this, I would work with them. Like, I'd be like, yo, we gotta make some fire,
God,
bro. Like,
yeah. I bet this dude's huge. I bet I'm ignorant.
Latest shit
just
to the
hearing
party,
this,
bro, yeah.
Because this came out in 2005. This dude's incredible. The song's called Wind by Akiboshi.
Well, that's like Ko. You know who Ko is?
I think so.
He was on I think his biggest like track in the US would have been, he was on the end of Ichima. Mm-hmm. But he raps in Japanese like mostly, and I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but like his shit is hard as fuck. Like he's made a lot of different kinds of music, but some of his shit I'm like, bro, I can't find an American artist who can make music like this. Like and it sounds fire because it's in Japanese. I'm like, because Japanese, the language is so staccato, like it's like haramatakara, and I'm like, yo, that's actually perfect for rap. Like,
no, some Japanese. I like Chinese rap. I went to see the Higher Brothers once.
Okay.
Which is a Chinese rap group. I don't think they're still around, but I saw them at House of Blues in Boston, and they were incredible. It was like an all Chinese audience, and they rapped in Chinese.
That's
they
sick.
saw a couple songs with like Ski Mask, the Slump God, and
shit.
But I thought I felt a tick on my head. I'm sorry.
I thought I saw one earlier, but
Did you?
yeah, I don't know. I thought I saw one from a distance, but yeah, I think the language fusion of shit is crazy. Like that, like you're just from like a fundamental perspective, you're using noises that like that language would not use, or like combinations of sounds. Like that's crazy.
Now I'm all paranoid.
Yeah, I don't fuck with ticks.
I don't either. I think we're good.
I think we're fine. Yeah. You're high, man.
I am super high and I'm paranoid, and we do have to wrap this up because I'm going to do this podcast with a big, actually, I would say in my top 10 biggest guests I've ever had on the podcast.
Shit. You heard it here first.
Yeah, this is an exclusive. I'm about to interview top 10 biggest guests I've had on the podcast. You're welcome to come if you want. If you're not doing anything, I'll drive.
Shit, where is it at? Well, we'll
talk about it later.
What's the
Let me
GPS
let me give
location?
his address.
Longitude,
All
latitude.
right, dudes. I call them dudes. I am going to call my guests my audience
Bucks?
dudes now. Yeah, Bucks. Thank you guys for listening. This has been Bucking Around episode 1. Follow me on Instagram at SamBuckedUp. If you haven't, hit like and subscribe on this video. Leave a comment. And where can people find you?
Brandon the Mind on Instagram. and everything else is from there.
Cool. I'm going to be going live on YouTube a lot, actually. I'm going to start doing this. This was a lot of fun, playing music, having good times. NFO Films, if you're still watching, DM me your address so I can send you that bag. And awesome. Peace out, everyone.
Sick.